All right, everybody. Good morning. How are we doing today? Oh, my thing is still on. There we go. All right. Sorry, had a little bit of a late start. Slept a little bit later than I was supposed to, so I was kind of scrambling to get myself ready this morning. Okay, I think we are good to go. So we'll see if the stream survives today. Hopefully it does, but you know how things work around here. All right. So welcome on back, everybody, to another one of our VATSIM 101 streams. For those of you that are new here, how today is going to work is a lot different than how we normally do things. Usually how it works is I take you through a flight in VATSIM, break things down nice and slowly, and answer any questions that you have along the way. Today we're getting into one of the VATSIM Elite Wings events, which are big chaotic events. Well, not chaotic, but like they're larger events that are geared towards more experienced pilots on the network. So getting to fly into some of the more challenging airports that the world has to offer. Today we are flying from Chicago O'Hare to LaGuardia. I'm struggling to figure out which one of those airports they're considering to be the most challenging, but probably not too challenging for me because I fly into these airports all the time. So we're going to be starting out in O'Hare, and we're going to make our way over to LaGuardia. I think it's about an hour and 45-minute flight. I'm trying to remember the last time I flew in the sim. I think it was like 3 hours because of wind, but like in the real world, it usually takes about like an hour and 45 to 2 hours. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully my GPU driver doesn't crash again. I did some troubleshooting yesterday with it with a couple of friends that know a lot more about this stuff than I do. But we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to have some fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a couple of things going here. But if you do see any weird issues with the stream, just let me know. All right, so let's come on over to Sim Brief. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, I see what happened. Because the GPU drivers got reset. Yeah, so it messed up what inputs it was coming from. Gonna leave this on background and keep sleeping for 5 more minutes. All right. So we have going from O'Hare to La Garbage. Alternate's gonna be auto. Our departure time is 14:04. So we'll do 14:04, and then we're gonna be flying the Airbus A320, and it's the Phoenix. So we have the international engines today. What do we have? Side stick fault. Shut up. You know, it's probably said that because there was no my stuff wasn't connected before. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. It's the internationals. All right, so A320 with the internationals. Cost index we'll leave alone. This all looks fine. Yeah, 2 hours 5 minutes, so it's gonna be like an hour and 40-minute flight. I believe this is actually the route that they gave. Yeah, it's the exact same route that they gave me. Very nice. Okay, so that's good. Why is there like hardware acceleration turned on or something? All right, so this looks fine. Yeah, SimBrief is being a little stuttery today, but it's just SimBrief, so it probably has something to do with Firefox. Oh, I didn't put in my flight number and call sign. Look at me not knowing what I'm doing. All right, so we have JetBlue 621. Let me take a sip of water here real quick. Yeah, a little bit of a late start. I slept like 30 minutes past my alarm, so I was scrambling to get myself ready. JetBlue 621, departures O'Hare, arrivals LaGuardia, alternate's going to be Philadelphia. Departure date and time, May 31st at 14:04. Air time's 1:36. Block time is 2:16. Initial altitude is 37,000. Cost index is 54. Yeah, all of this looks good. 114 passengers. 16,865 is our block fuel. 3770 on the baggage. Weights all look good. Route of flight looks okay. Cruising speed is 454 with a cruising altitude of 370. Direct mobile. Then direct Adam. Then GURBS Q186 to Wevel, and then to ET. What's ETG? I forget. And then the MIP4. I don't remember what those VORs are. And then we have 16103 is our min takeoff fuel, which is 3 hours 7 minutes. It's gonna be like a regular stream. That's about like a regular stream flight. All right, so we've got all of that, and let's get this filed on VATSIM. So pre-file. Yeah, it's only SimBrief that's acting like kind of laggy like that. Like this one is obviously fine. Interesting. Call sign is JetBlue 621. Flight rules are IFR. Aircraft's the A320, which is a medium weight class category plane. Equipment and transponder codes look good. Departures O'Hare, arrivals LaGuardia. Off block is 1404 with an alternate to Philly. Altitude is 370. En route time is 136. Airspeed's 454. And en route, fuel endurance is 307. Route of flight looks good. For the remarks section, we don't really need to worry anything about that. I honestly don't know what's worse, the fact that our destination is LaGuardia or our alternate's Philadelphia. So flight plan is filed. So let's come back over here. We're going to start getting some things loaded up so we can actually do real-time loading. Yeah, it's going to take 7. Let me just make sure this is right. So yeah, so it's going to take 17 minutes. That'll be probably about how long it takes for us to get our stuff ready to go anyway. Come on over to the FMS and we'll start getting some things set up. And the YouTube stream is working today, so that's exciting. It's not taking it off of the scheduled broadcast, which is annoying. I just got to get with somebody and figure all of that out. Maybe I'll jump into the OBS Discord and see if there's. I'm sure there's plenty of people that do it that'll be able to help. I don't know why it doesn't take it off of the broadcast. It's very annoying. JetBlue 621. And then cost index we said was 46 or was it 56? I don't remember numbers. What are numbers? All right, so cost index is 54. Cruising altitude is 370. And then it's probably going to be like the O'Hare 8 coming out of here. Its radar vectors out too. Discord bot just woke up and realized. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was like, oh, okay, we're like 3 minutes in and like the bot has not sent off an alert yet. So I guess it's just like whatever. Oh, now it's the O'Hare 9. What did they change? I don't know. So it's probably going to be the O'Hare 9 departure. And then radar vectors out to mobile. And then alternate is going to be PHL. So I'll just put my route in here because I know this is the route I'm going to do because it's an event route. I just don't know what runway I'm going to be using. Let's take a look at the ATIS here. So we have, oh my God, look at that. O'Hare Airport ATIS information X-ray at 1251 Zulu, Windsor 100 at 6, visibility is 10, few clouds at 20,000, broken to 25,000, temperature 16, dew point 6, altimeter is 3011, ILS approach runway 10 center, visual approach runway 9 center, simultaneous approaches in use, departing expect runway 9 right from Sierra Sierra, and runway 10 left from Delta Delta. That's pretty standard. 1093 feet available. We're probably going to get 10 left. Attention pilots, simultaneous parallel departures are in use. Expect turns by ATC. NOTAMs, runway 4 left, 22 right, close, 22 right, local, yeah, whatever. A whole bunch of NOTAMs that are not really going to apply to a flight simulator. Pappy's out. What is that? Inner markers out of service. What the hell's going on in Chicago? Reback all runway hold short instructions. Pilots use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for men and equipment at numerous sites on the field. We do not employ women here at Chicago O'Hare and advise you have information X-ray. You know, we employ women at our airports in New York. So let me just read these notices again here. So it's a lot of localizers and inner markers and stuff that they don't simulate in Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we don't really have to worry about a lot about that. Come back over here and ooh, hello stutter. And then we're gonna do what was it, 3011 on the altimeter. 3011. Turn the constraints on. I believe the initial altitude is 5,000 on the O'Hare 9. 5,000. Yeah, 5,000. Okay. So I don't know if they're gonna. They usually send us PDCs. They have not sent us one yet. There might just be a ton of PDCs. I mean, if we take a look at what's going on at O'Hare right now, like there's kind of a lot. Like there's kind of a lot. There's kind of a lot. And we're not due out here for another half hour anyway, so it's not like we're in a huge like rush or anything. Okay. So yeah, we're getting everything loaded up. Yeah, so we can give it a couple of minutes and then we'll figure some stuff out. I got my coffee, I got my water. I don't have my sanity though. That's nothing new. Okay. Sorry, I took a big sip of water. Where is my coaster? There it is. Under all my VR trackers. You know, I was charging up all my VR stuff. I was going to go into VR last night. And you know what happened? Didn't go into VR. So now it's just cluttering my desk. Hang on. I did do some troubleshooting on my computer because, as you know, I had that crash on Friday, which has been a crash that's been plaguing me for like the last 2 months, where it's just like the GPU driver dies out of nowhere. Did some troubleshooting with a couple of friends. Ran the DDU uninstaller because I never did that, and I never ran a clean installation on the GPU driver, so that may have been the actual problem. But then I was talking with another friend about like what BIOS I was on, and I was like, yeah, I'm on the updated one. And then I looked at the website for Asus, and like they had a new driver for the X870, a new BIOS for the X870 like a month ago. I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll install it, and I'll just make sure that's not the problem. And then he asked me, well, what BIOS are you on? And I was like, I'm on the one from March. I was like, well, let me just double check. Like maybe I was on the launch BIOS, like the one that launched with the motherboard. That was from like a year ago, which usually isn't a big deal because like the BIOS I was on my old computer was like a year and a half old because they just never released like a new BIOS for it. There were like 7 BIOS updates or 8 BIOS updates since launch, and they all addressed like memory compatibility issues. I was like, huh. So I'm on the very first BIOS, and they've had a whole lot of optimization since then. And then we looked at the Windows reliability thing, and it was showing a couple of different things. So one of them was like Watchdog, and the other one was like a memory thing, which I guess like Watchdog is like a CPU thing, and then obviously memory is a RAM thing. And I'm like, oh, so the event viewer is saying it's the GPU, and then the reliability thing is saying it's the CPU and the RAM. It's like, all right, well, if all 3 of those things are failing at the same time, then there may be something going on with the motherboard. So I got all that stuff updated. So we're going to see whether or not it fixes the issue. I'm not going to go ahead and say at this point that the issue is fixed because I've only been on it for a day, and like those GPU driver crashes happen, you know, once every like 2 weeks or something like that is when I get it. It's usually when I'm not streaming is when they happen. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because 3 times it happened on stream. That was the second time it ever happened on Microsoft Flight Simulator. But the first time when I was streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator. But that crash has happened before on stream. It happened when we were playing Electrician Simulator. It happened when we were playing what's it called? Sailwind, and then it happened I think when we were playing Car Mechanic Simulator. So like that crash has happened before on stream. But yeah, we're gonna see whether or not the issue is fixed. If not, then I'll probably just take the computer somewhere and be like, hey, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Anyway, so where are we on loading things? We've got about 30 more people to load up, and the bags are on, the fuel is on. So let's get these. Oh, I didn't turn any of these on. Hello. Once we get everybody loaded on, we'll fire up the APU. I'm gonna see if we can get our clearance from Chicago. Oh, let me update Volantis. Sorry. Oh yeah, and you want to know how New York I am? We're flying the Dunkin' Donuts plane. All right. So let me get the music turned off here, and then I'm gonna switch my radio to clearance, which is 121.6. Duncan, that's right, Duncan. Just make sure my buttons and stuff are set up. Yes, this is fine.
Yeah, I believe you. So, what do you want to change your departure time to?
We'd like 13-1340 though.
Roger. I could try to make that work. Expect 1342.
Chicago delivery, American 689 has
waited too long.
X-ray at requesting an IFR clearance to LaGuardia.
don't call me for clearance like the PDC.
Oh, hair delivery, JetBlue 621, stand. Foxtrot 18 with X-ray, also looking for our PDC over to La Garbage.
Yeah, don't call me for clearance, I'll get to you.
I got yelled at. No, I didn't.
Delivery, hello, Air China 130.
Don't call me!
My gauge.
All right.
Ready for push.
All right.
Air China 130, stand by.
You got 231 checking up on that BP.
Yeah, again, I'll get to you.
All right, so it's going to be a little bit. We still have 30 minutes before our departure time anyway. What's up, Break? How you doing, man?
Get out of 371, stand by.
So yeah, just the YouTube stream is up, which is a good thing, but it did, like I said, it did not take it off of the scheduled broadcast that I have, which it's so annoying how it does that. I have to figure that out. Whatever, it's not a big deal. It's up, it's up. Okay, so let's do... I guess I could just put in my route and everything now. The only thing that's really going to change is the runway. So I'll plan for 10 left. No SID. It's a radar vector SID. And then we're going to do... mobile. And then... Oh, I think I did this wrong. Damn it. I want to do... Because it's going to put it above that discontinuity, which is not like a big deal. There we go. Then we're going to do... Adim. I have no idea how to say the name of that fix. And then we're going to go to Gerbs. And then we're going to fly Q186 to Wevel. And then ETG. Oh, that's direct. Insert ETG. And then we're gonna do the... I have to pick a runway, don't I? What are they? Well, let's see what the ATIS is at, look, well, did they even have an ATIS up at LaGuardia? I don't even think they're online right now. If I had to guess, we're probably gonna land on runway 31. It's either 31 or 22. Yeah, they're not even online right now, so let's see if... Arrival, weather, no, not ATIS, I want the weather. So weather request, and then we're gonna do, just so I can set something in here for right now.
United 231, you got a flight plan in for us, or do you want us to file?
So Windsor Com, I'll just put in, I'll put in runway 31. It kind of doesn't matter because it's a radar vector arrival anyway. So we'll just do runway, no, you know what, I'll do runway 22. Runway 22, and then we'll do this. Beautiful! We are looking good.
American 557, contact ground 1449 push.
So 21.9 is going to be ground. So we'll just do 21.9 in the standby, so that way that's ready to go. So, yeah, they've only got one, man, they have one delivery, one ground, one tower, and one approach. I guess they're not really expecting a whole lot of, well, I mean, I guess it's not like an FNO where they're expecting hundreds of planes, like it's a scheduled event, so they know how many event planes they're getting.
Delivery, good day, American 168.
I guess the only variable is, like non-event traffic, which I would not imagine they would get a whole lot of on a Sunday.
Thank you.
Chicago Drive, good morning. United 2172, We have information X-ray at gate Echo 9, ready for push and start. United 2172.
United 2172. Stand by.
And delivery for United 248.
All right. So we can't really do anything else just yet. We're just waiting for people to get loaded up. We're still waiting for our PDC anyway, so it's gonna be probably another couple of minutes. I don't know where we are in the queue, but being that our departure time's not for another half hour, they might not get us our PDC for like another 10 minutes. Aircraft is loaded. Yeah, so I'll wait till I get my PDC before I fire up the APU, just to try and avoid as many delays as possible. Departure performance, we're gonna do runway for right now. Look at all those runways. 10 left, and then sync the load sheet. Let's do intersections. We're gonna add an intersection, so intersection ID is gonna be Delta Delta, and takeoff run available from Delta Delta is 1093. So 10093. What? 10093. There we go. So that's Delta Delta. So we could take off from Delta Delta. I think that's already in here. So what if we do? How do you switch between the two? No, that's not what I wanted. So we don't want full length. We want Delta Delta. There we go. Okay. Then we calculate this. So V1 is 145. Well, yeah. V2 is sorry. V1 is 145. VR is 145, and then V2 is 146. What's up, Puss in Boots? How you doing, man? All right. And then we have flaps R1 with a trim down of 0.4. And then we have flex temp is 68 degrees. And then we're going to come back over to our load sheet. Zero fuel weight is 120.9 with a center of gravity of 32.7. And the fuel is 16.9. And we'll come back over to the FMS. Runway length changed, V speed, or did I see that wrong? It probably did. I know you guys can't hear it because it's really low, but there's one pilot out there. In the last like 5 minutes, he's called for his PDC 3 times. Don't do that. If you are somebody new to VATSIM and it's taking a little bit to get your PDC and it's like a couple of minutes and then they tell you like it's an event like this, like you're gonna have to wait, like just wait. They didn't forget about you. There's a system where the PDCs go into, and it's in the order of which is. You guys have seen it on the stream before when we've done clearances. Like it comes in the order that it was received. In an event like this, he's probably got like 20 of them that are pending, and assuming he doesn't have to make any changes to them, it could still take a couple of minutes. All right. So what am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. But yeah, don't. If the controller tells you to stand by because he's working on your clearance, don't call him 3 more. Don't call him 1 more time, let alone 3. Just wait. 32.7 McDo, please. Hello, Johnson. How are you? And then block fuel is 16.9. And then for perfs, we're gonna do V1 is 145. VR is 145, and then V2 is 146. Good Sunday morning. Yes, I woke up a little bit later than I should have. That's why I was a little bit late getting started. Only a couple of minutes though. I was able to get myself into gear pretty quick. Okay, so that's all in there. Yes, so we're just waiting for our PDC. And we still have another, yeah, our departure time's at 14:04, so we still have some time. So let's get the transponder set to mode C. You're doing okay. That's good. Glad to hear it.
And ground, please verify for United 2122. We're clear for start and push.
I'm not running my A cars, but I also don't care. Oh, there's my PDC. Look at that. See?
United
Patience is a virtue, or some shit that my mother used to say. Wait, why did I turn the volume up? I'm an idiot. I don't need volume to read a PDC. Okay, so we have call sign JetBlue 621. Equipment is the Airbus A320. Departures O'Hare. Destinations LaGarbage. For the route, it's going to be from O'Hare to Mobile, then to Adim, Gerbs, Q186 to Wevel, then I don't remember what ETG is or MIP is, to LaGarbage. Altitude 370, squawk code is 5654. Remarks cleared. The O'Hare 9 departure climb via the SID, maintain 5000. Expect 370. Expect 370. Expect runway 10 left at Delta Delta. Departure frequency is 119.0. Jets maintain 250 until advised, and contact 121.6 when ready for push. So we're going to contact him when we're ready to push. So O'Hare 9, there's not a whole lot to it. So basically, we're going to take off on 10 left, come out this way. We have to be at 3,000 by DME 5.5 and 4,000 by DME 8.5. Not going to be a problem with the A320. MSA around the airport is 3,400 feet. And then if there were multiple departure controllers that were on, these would be the frequencies we would be going to in these sectors. We're going to get radar vectors out to Mobile, which is right down over here. Climb gradient for 10 left. It does not look like there are any. Yeah, no takeoff minimums and no climb gradients, so that's good. Top altitude is 5,000. And then we have to make sure that we do not accelerate past 250 knots. I have made that mistake more times than I care to admit coming out of Chicago because of just how the VNAV profiles and the managed mode set everything up. But overall, a pretty simple departure. Let me just make sure there's nothing else that I have. So use frequency depicted within the sector. Yeah, so that's fine. Expect to initially fly runway heading on departure. Pilots must read back direction of subsequent turns as instructed by ATC. I have a feeling we're going to take off. They're probably just going to clear us directly out to Mobile because of the direction of flight. You're 37. Are you trying to say you're 37 today? Is it your birthday today? 5654 is our almost said is your 5654 is the transponder code. So let's get the APU fired up. 1-1000, 2-1000, 3-1000. And then let's come on down here. No, I already set all of this up. This is all good. So we'll do the trim. Oh, I can't do the trim yet. I guess the engines have to be on before I can do the trim. All right. There are a lot of people trying to call this guy at the same time. It is. Well, happy 37th birthday. You're a year older than me. Yeah, my birthday was like 3 weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, come on, APU. You can do it. You can do it. Alright, so let's come over. I'm going to get the tug hooked up. And then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get the ground services pulled away. Well, actually, I'm going to wait on the GPU. Let me do this. So APU is ready. APU bleed can come on. GPU is going to come off. We're going to pull the GPU out. A320 driver is here. Oh, you talking about you? Are you an A320 driver? Oh no. I studied the manual. I know what the FCOM is. Have I read the FCOM? As far as you know, yes. I'm gonna do everything right. I know what I'm doing. But if there are any tips and tricks that you have about the A320, let me know. Because I do appreciate when like real world pilots come in here that actually fly these planes, give me like little tidbits and like little like tricks about the plane. Oh, why is my throttles up? Probably would have been the first one. Like, hey, put your freaking throttles at idle, dummy. You're not. Your name is Snowstorm the Husky. Nice. I don't think you need to type in all caps though. Sounds like you're yelling at me. I don't like being yelled at. All right, so let's get the music turned off. And let's get... Garbage. La garbage.
Northwest 518. Your off block time is 1406 Zulu.
Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, our block,
Copy,
our off block time is not for
should I call
another
you back for push
15
that, or
minutes.
should I just wait until you tell me?
I'll call you.
Copy.
Spirit Wings 4129.
Yeah, it might be a little bit before we even get a pushback clearance because we have another 15 minutes.
Go ahead.
Push screw face south.
Push roof to face south, Spirit Wings 4129. Thank you.
O'Hare delivery, JetBlue 621, also looking to get in the queue for push and start.
That was like 4 at once, one at a time, please.
O'Hare delivery, JetBlue 621, we're also wanting to get in the queue for pushback.
JetBlue 631, was it?
JetBlue 621.
JetBlue 621, stand by.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit. Our off block time's not for another like 15 minutes. They're probably not going to give us a
delivery
pushback clearance for another 10.
248, stand by 12.
So, if I had to guess what our taxi instructions are going to be, I probably couldn't tell you. Because look at this airport. Probably going to be Bravo out to Delta Delta. If I had to guess. I think Alpha is what they used to come in, and then Bravo is what they used to go out.
11 hour time.
You're Delta 2634. Nice. Let's see if we can find you. Let's find you. We're going to stalk you.
327.
Oh, it's a blip! Sorry, that was really loud. Blimp. So Delta 2634. We're going to find you. We're going to find you.
Delivery United
2634. That's United. Deltas usually park over here. Right hand side.
327 on the Hotel 11, sir.
Well, over here? Oh, there you are. We found you.
Delta 905 request.
We found you. Why are you at the international terminal? Yeah, blimp. Blimp.
Delta 2634, Mike 20 information.
Where is he? November 1 Alpha. Where are you going?
27.
The ICAO is ship.
Oh, there you are, okay.
You're based out of Dublin.
Call me for taxi.
Let's see.
Push approval, call for
So
taxi,
probably, yeah, probably came out of there, right? Yeah, this airport. What is this? What airport is this? Does not tell me. I don't know what airport that is. Yeah, what altitude are they at? So they're at 3,600. I don't know if that's in the Bravo or not. It probably is. Yeah, it's got to be because the Bravo takes up O'Hare and Midway.
Advise the push and start sequence for us, please.
So a blimp.
That's gonna be a little hard to judge here. Let's see. Tower's got a lot going on.
Push and start sequence is when you get cleared for push and start. Like it's a big event. What do you expect?
Also to 905 ready for push.
Aircraft calling for push, call sign only.
It's an elite wings, man. There's a lot of people here.
Delta 29.
You're gonna get a Husky fursuit made. Be a Wild Dog works for. There you go. I don't know if I've heard of Wild Dog works before.
Terrain.
And delivery
Pull up. Pull up.
Taxi.
Yeah, they got quite a few. Are they only using 10 left? Because they have like 6 planes that are lined up on 10 left and nothing on 9.
Delta 225.
1021 requesting PDC to LaGuardia.
Is it Delta 225 for taxi?
Yeah, it was Delta 225.
Yeah, you're being blocked. Squawk mode, Charlie.
Squawk. Charlie. Delivery needs to learn .H for CRC.
Charlie,
What is I don't even know what .H is. What is that?
There you are. Contact ground 1449.
149, Delta 225, have a good one.
Chicago delivery, November 5th, Franco Bravo, looking for clearance to LaGuardia.
They should really put in the ATIS, and this is something that I'm going to do if I'm ever working an event like this. I'm going to put in the ATIS, do not call for, like do not call for clearance, like PDC will be issued if I'm working like Kansas City or something.
Just calling for push.
Because this would, a lot of these people that are calling in for clearance probably, including me, wouldn't call if it was in there. Do not call, expect PDC.
Yep, okay. Stand by.
And delivery, sorry again, Delta 2633.
2633, go ahead.
Was curious if we got a departure slot yet.
Nope.
Nope.
And
Over delivery.
They have 4 runways open, 9 right,
Correct.
10 left, 10 center, 10 right. Ground just being lazy. I don't know about that. It largely depends on what side of the airport you're on. So you have a lot of people that are on the south side of the airport and not a whole lot that are towards the north. So I would imagine like these guys over here would go to 9 right, and then these guys here go to 10 left. Now, when I flew out of O'Hare like IRL, most of the time I was taking off on 22 left. And like I flew with United. So I you know, I was always over at the Charlie terminal. It's like we were getting. Well, you know what? It also depends on the direction of flight that you're. So, 10 left does make sense because we're departing to the east. So, and I think it's like if you're going to the south, you're using 22 left, and then if you're going, yeah, and then if you're going east, it's going to be like the south runways, and then if you're going to like the west or to the north, it's the north runways. I think that's the flow. How's it working? So far, it's I mean we're an hour into the stream, so it's good so far. But I'm not getting any like indications or anything, which I never was when the driver failed. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. That Delta 2633 guy logged in as my call sign and actually had the audacity to ask for a slot time. Well, the thing is that they don't, with events like this, like when you register your call sign, like they see the call sign, but really what they're looking at is your VATSIM CID. So they're making sure that your CID lines up with a slot time, and if it doesn't, they know you're not event traffic. That was something that was explained to me for, because that happened to me with, I think it was Cross the Pond one year. And I said, hey, like somebody logged in with my call sign, like, is that going to be a problem? And then one of the guys responded and said, no, because when we look at, he's like, we're looking at your CID, not your call sign. And I was like, okay.
Air China 130, O'Hare delivery.
Flew American in a 787 from Terminal 3. We took runway 9 center. Which one's Terminal 3? I only know concourses. I don't know terminals.
Thank you, Air China 130.
Like, I know the Bravo concourse and the Charlie concourse, because that's mainly what I flew out of. But if I was flying in with, like, a GoJet or Mesa, I was going to the, I think it was the Foxtrot terminal.
Do you have an update
or
on
concourse.
the slot time?
Concourse K. Oh, okay.
You're 248, now you're going to be a while.
Thank you.
United 371, same question from us.
Yeah, so we may have a little bit of a delay getting out of here, but the nice thing is that we're here at the terminal, so if we need to put more fuel on the plane, we can always just put more fuel on the plane. It's better to be here and need fuel than be out on the taxiway or in the air and need more fuel.
With the X-ray on board, gate Mike 11 reverse push.
I cannot imagine that it would be a very long time. I do feel like they need more controllers, though.
Delta 1668, push to start is approved, face north.
I'm sorry, was that yours, sir?
Yep, Delta 1668, face north.
Face north for Delta 1668.
O'Hare delivery, American 1744, Hotel 9 information, X-ray ready for push.
Aircraft off push, they call final.
Waste not,
American
want not.
1744.
What? Why?
American 17.
Why they don't have more controllers like north or south? Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually very surprised because Chicago is usually really good with getting people staffed. There's only one of each. I mean, Chicago, I think, only has one clearance delivery position. So if we just take a look at the chart here. So they usually have, like IRL, they'll have a clearance controller, a metering controller, which metering and VATSIM you may or may not get. In FNOs, you usually will. 2 grounds, well, actually 4 grounds, it looks like, and then 6 towers and 3 departures. 6 towers and 4 grounds, even like for VATSIM, is a little bit overkill. You could get away with having maybe a, like a delivery controller, and then 2 ground controllers, maybe one that works metering and then one that works ground main. You can get away with that. And then maybe 2 tower controllers, one for each side of the airport. And then departure, departure's departure. It is what it is. But yeah, like I would think a
United
minimum of 2
001.
ground controllers, one that works metering and then one that works ground control itself, and then 2 towers, you know, one for each
Stand by.
one for each side of the airport.
O'Hare delivery, American 10.
It could have just been like they may have not been able to find anybody to staff it, but I don't know. But yeah, one of each is definitely not gonna be enough because this delivery controller is basically acting as the metering controller and the delivery controller. That's a lot.
Alright, for 630
What's up, JoJo?
001, I don't have a slot time for you, so hold position, and who is calling for push?
American 1014.
American 1014, stand by.
I'll be on the side. Let me know what happens if something happens. Blue skies, rotate. Yeah, right. If something happens, the stream will just unexpectedly explode. So
United 01,
hopefully that does
what
not
wait
happen.
time can we expect for this small spot?
Have no idea.
It's gonna be a delay, boys. It is what it is.
Chicago delivery, November 535 Golf Bravo, looking for I-42 LaGuardia.
You're looking for IFR clear. Okay. Attention all aircraft. All aircraft. You're looking for a PDC or IFR clearance. Stand by.
The people that are not on the frequency that are gonna call in 5 minutes did not hear that.
American 168, Lima 3 focus stop.
That's what it is. It's like, I get why controllers get annoyed when people keep calling them, but you got to remember that people are going to sign on that did not hear that, and then they're going to call you.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Something like that should really be in the ATIS.
O'Hare delivery, good morning, United 1185.
American 168, I don't have a slot time for you. Hold position, stand by.
Delivery, that's
Delta 26,
Who's calling for taxi?
No, Delta 26.
Oceanic, thank you for that follow. Welcome aboard.
Who was looking for taxi?
Delta 2634.
Delta 2634, contact ground 121.9.
I really wish I knew what the sequence was, like where we were in the queue for pushback, but I guess we're not going to know that. I can't see his strips.
Air China 130, contact ground 121.9.
Yeah, I mean, like, they got a lot of stuff going on here. So I got a bunch here. I cannot imagine it's going to be very long before we get our pushback clearance.
United 201, contact ground.
We'll see. Got a North Carolina Renaissance Festival in the 26th. I haven't been to the Ren Fest in a long time. I really want to go back to that. I had so much fun when I was there. I did it. I went to Ren Fest when I first moved down here. So that was what, like 2017, 2018 maybe. I had so much fun when I was there. They had these little like catapult things that you could, like, they were shooting marshmallows at people that were walking by. I was thinking about buying one and then bringing it to the office when I used to work in the office. It's like, no, like I'll end up hitting somebody in the head with a marshmallow that doesn't want to get hit in the head with a marshmallow, and then I'll be in HR's office explaining why I brought a freaking weapon of mass destruction to the office and was shooting people with it.
Only call me for push if you have received a PDC and you are going to LaGuardia.
La Garbage? I'm offended that you're calling it LaGuardia.
1185, over delivery.
This is what's going to take the longest. That's just going to be us getting our... once we're in the air, we're in the air. Unless we get thrown into a holding pattern. Which the last Elite Wings we did, that's exactly what happened. But that's because we went into a one runway op. But then again, LaGuardia is like that. They only use one runway for departure and one for landing.
Bravo 8, say again.
So it's possible. But I feel like New York has a really unique way of like sequencing arrivals, especially with like a radar vector arrival. Because on the Milton 4, you know, you end here at Proud. And then if you land on... They usually use this if they're landing on either 1-3 or 2-2, so you kind of come up the Hudson this way and then come back around. I think that's the way. Yeah, you come up this way, up the Hudson, and then they bring you up north of Manhattan, and then they bring you back around this way for 2-2, and then if you land on 1-3, you just cut across like the Harlem sort of area, and then you land. But
aircraft at
yeah,
Bravo.
they have a really unique way of like sequencing people in and out of there.
LaGuardia.
If they do hold planes, they usually hold them somewhere out here. So we'll have to wait and see.
Roger, United 1620. Yeah, I'm still trying to find you. Oh, there you are. Yeah,
Nah.
your off-log time is 14:10 Zulu.
Yeah, ours is 14:04, so we should be getting a pushback here soon. If not, it is what it is.
United 2306 at Golf 10, request clearance to LaGuardia.
He's gonna get mad. He gonna get mad. He's just probably just not even gonna answer him. He's gonna be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with it. Whoops.
So my passengers are waiting.
Who are you? Back aircraft phone.
Delivered, good morning, United 1186, looking for clearance to LaGuardia. We're sitting at Bravo 4.
Stand by, break, American 1298.
Just looking at. So what was our min takeoff fuel again?
Let's see. What
I mean, the APU doesn't burn a whole lot of fuel to begin with. I think it's like 100 pounds an hour or something. No, not 100 pounds an hour. I think like 10.
Earlier?
Yeah, 100 pounds an hour is like, well, no.
I heard my passengers are waiting.
Oh, he's trying to find out.
12 delivery, good morning.
He's probably trying to find out who made. Cause I heard that little snide remark, and I was like,
Attention all aircraft, you're looking for a clear.
now the controller's trying to figure out who the hell just said that.
For push if you're going
16103. So we have 700 pounds to play with.
Hello, Ground United 2172. Can we request start and push now? The passengers are waiting, thank you.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
What's your call sign again?
United 2172, we have been waiting for almost 20 minutes now, sir.
Dude, it's a simulator, dude. Relax.
Roger. Flight plan?
You have a flight plan, yes, but you don't have a slot time in the booking.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So this guy, I really hate to like flame people. So this guy jumps in to O'Hare in the.
Actually, this is the first time for United 2172 to join this, so I have to wait for the whole slot, or can you advise, please?
Again, you don't have a slot time, so you're going to have to wait, and the people that do have slot times get priority.
Understood, thank you.
So this guy jumps into the middle of an Elite Wings event with no slot time, wants to key up and say that he has passengers waiting. He's been waiting for 20 minutes. Bro, I've been waiting 20 minutes and I have a slot time. Like, come on, man.
Alright, attention all aircraft, you're looking, if you don't have a slot time.
People are way too impatient. Like, granted, like there have definitely been times. I think there was another Elite Wings event that we did where I was like 30 minutes delayed and I was starting to get kind of like annoyed. But like, come on, man. Like to key up and say some dumb shit like that. Like, what are you doing? The disconnect button is right there. Yeah, well, like, they just want to fly in the network and they want to fly where ATC is. You know, there's the old saying, you know, if you staff it, they will come, except if I work like Kansas City that one time. Oh, speaking of which, I have a training session today for my S2.
Or don't you see the flight plan in the system?
No, I have the flight plan, just you don't have a slot time.
Okay, that's understood. So once you get the slot time, you will automatically.
You don't have a slot time.
Yep, might be a while.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
You asked that question 3 times.
Chicago delivery, American.
And there's 4 supervisors online. Like, you definitely don't want to be dicking around right now. You're gonna be in Nazgul on I don't think I know what that is.
14.
Yeah, like if you're in a big event like this, like delays are gonna happen. Pray that dude never flies World Flight or cross the pond. You have a slot time, and they stick to that slot time pretty strictly. I don't think I've really ever been delayed in Cross the Pond. World Flight, 100%. Like we all know what happened to me in World Flight, because I just didn't understand things. But yeah, and it's like even in the real world, like Have you ever, like, not flown out of O'Hare in the real world? I mean, I've never flown. I've flown as a passenger, never as a pilot. But I flew out of, was it Atlantic City? And we were going back to New York, and they ended up delaying us in Atlantic City because there was so much traffic coming into New York that they really couldn't, like, sequence us, or, like, into the Bravo. Or whatever it was. There was some kind of there was some kind of delay, and we got delayed in Atlantic City. And bear in mind, this is me flying a little single-engine plane, IFR. And I call up to get clearance, and they had us on a, not a ground stop, but they had us delayed because there was just a lot of traffic going into New York at that time. So they said, yeah, it's going to be a delay, like, you know, expect clearance at, like, this time. So then, you know, at that time I jumped back into the plane and I just got, like, a status update, and, you know, we were able to go. But yeah, like, delays like that happen. We were just hanging out at the FBO for a little bit.
316 Echo Victor request IFR to Oshkosh.
Oshkosh? The one guy that's not flying to LaGuardia. But yeah, like, you know, you get VATSIM events like this, you're gonna get delayed. That's probably I should probably emphasize that in my videos more when I make when I talk about. Maybe I should do like a video on Elite Wings, because I done one across the pond.
Break JetBlue 621 air delivery.
JetBlue 621.
Push start is approved. Call me for taxi.
Push and start approved. Call for taxi. JetBlue 621. Thank you. All right. So let's get our. Ooh, hello, stutters. We're going, and right at our block time, too. So beacon light's coming on. Parking brake is coming off. And we'll get this timer started. Take a look around. Make sure there's nobody here. There is nobody there. Let's go.
Delivery United 2306, ready for push start. Call for time.
What's your call for?
United 2306.
Let's fire up engine number 1.
Squawk mode Charlie and...
We're going, boys. We going.
Alaska 1627 Mike taxi.
Alaska 1627.
Delivery United 1021 Bravo 10 ready for push and start.
Alaska 16.
We got the Phantom tug. We have the AI tug. We took one of the tugs from Amazon warehouse. Parking brake will turn on.
United 112. Golf 2. Ready for push start.
Nice. We'll start both engines from outside. I just want to make sure that this is going to be right before I fire up that second engine. All right, engine 1 is good. And engine number 2.
O'Hare delivery Alaska 1627 ramp Foxtrot second request IFR clearance LaGuardia stall, please.
Alaska, I don't have a flight plan.
Are you going to start spinning?
Roger, we'll make sure we follow.
There we go. It's a...
Delivery United 1021 Bravo 10 ready for push and start.
Alright, let's see here. Northwest 518 or delivery.
Northwest 518.
And before you have an engine fault and have to be pushed back to the air, right? No, I'll fly with one engine.
Alright, last figure of phone.
Go into the MiG-2. Failure's off.
United 1021 Bravo 10
Charlie,
ready for push and start.
Alright, aircraft that's looking for push and start one at a time. Say again, 2 at once.
No, neither of them.
1186 at Bravo 4, looking at this.
And 1186 standby.
All right. So engine 2 is good. Let's get the igniter set to norm. Ooh, what is that? Oh, that's my... You know, I do have a sim brief EFB. Maybe we can try seeing what that is when we get into the air. Because I saw that yesterday. I was like, oh, let me check out like what that is. But I think that's just like the regular Musfuss one that I had up just a second ago. So that's APU coming off. You're in the departure queue. Yay! So that's good. That's good. That's good. This is all looking fine. We'll do weather radar, predict wind shear. TCAS will wait till we're off the ramp to set that because it's going to go off every 10 seconds if I put it on now. Tug can come away. I thought I called the tug away already.
Morning, Chicago delivery. This is
then we're going to do flight control check.
We're at gate Bravo 20, and we have Yankee, and we have...
So ailerons are good.
Our flight plan requesting...
Elevators are good. Rudders and speed brakes are good. What is that livery? It's one of JetBlue's liveries. JetBlue has a lot of like cool liveries. They have one for they have one for like the New York Jets. They have one for like the Boston Bruins or Bruins or Brewers.
Was that for American
Then they have like the Boston Celtics. They have like this one, the Dunkin' Donuts one. They have like a Disney themed one. They don't have a New York Giants one though. How do you have the New York Jets and not the New York Giants? Who's a Jets fan on purpose?
Push to start approved facing south.
All right, so we are good here. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So flaps are in position. Oh, let me do my trim. So that was up point. Was it up or down? I have it written down. Down 0.4. All right about there.
Delivery United 1021 ready.
All right, so now we have information. Yankee, the altimeter is 3012.
1021, our delivery standby.
O'Hare delivery, JetBlue 621 with Yankee ready to taxi.
JetBlue 621, contact ground 112.9.
21.9, JetBlue 621. Yay, getting a GPU upgrade. What are you getting? Tell me you're getting a 5090. O'Hare ground, JetBlue 621, ready to taxi with Yankee.
621, where you parked?
We are over at the Foxtrot terminal, just off of Foxtrot 17.
JetBlue 621, runway 10 left, Delta Delta, you can taxi via Alpha 10 November.
Alpha 10 November. 10 left at Delta Delta via Alpha 10 November, JetBlue 621. Furman is helping funds, 4070, nice. Okay, so Alpha 10 or Alpha 10 Alpha. Let's see. So we're gonna do, yeah, it's gonna come out this way. Nope, that's wrong. Clear this. All right, so it's gonna be, how the hell are you gonna go out to Alpha 10 and then Alpha? Oh, Alpha 10. I'm actually an idiot. November. I hate O'Hare. So it's gonna be Alpha right here, Alpha 10, and then November. Okay, I see what we're doing. We're playing Tetris. All right, let's get ourselves going. I always forget this in the Airbus. Thank God for this. And then taxi light on. Yeah, 4070 is a good GPU. I've got the 5070 Ti, which is like the successor. I like the NVIDIA GPUs. I just don't like the driver. But I'm hoping I found out what the issue with the crashes I've been having is. Taxiway Alpha doesn't exist in Musfuss. We're about to find out. It looks like it exists. It like kind of borders on the ramp. Yeah, this is Taxiway Alpha right here.
Ground, good morning, American 589, just crossing Bull 10 left on Echo Echo.
American 589.
I have a 1080 at the moment. So, yo, those old 10 series cars, though, they're still really solid. Like, I know somebody that uses a 1060 and they stream with it.
American 1, correction, 589. Thanks, bye-bye.
Like, those old, like, 10 series GPUs are still solid.
Please.
So this is, I think this is Alpha 9 right here. Yeah, this is all mislabeled. I gotta get a better scenery for this place. This is Alpha 10 right here. No, that's Bravo. That's Bravo. That's Bravo. Don't turn there. That's Bravo. That's Bravo. Most of us, I don't like that. Well, it's a Chicago thing because Chicago has gone through so much construction over the last couple of years. Like, it would not surprise me if these taxiways changed like 8 different times. 2024 is a lot better with taxiway labeling than 2020, but yeah, it's Chicago. That's why the sceneries for Chicago suck, because it's gone through so much construction that it's hard for them to keep up with it. All right, let's get the TCAS turned on here. You're going to the Carolina Fur Fair 2026. Nice. You're right off Bravo. Yeah, Alpha right here doesn't it? Well, this is Bravo. Yeah, so it's like right over here is where Bravo would be. Well, I guess that's Bravo right there. Well, no, Alpha's right there. Is that Bravo? No, that's Alpha. This is supposed to be Bravo, so it picks up back over here. So yeah, it's just because there's so much construction.
Bravo, Victor.
That's really what the issue is. Like, we ran into that issue in an FNO, and all I did is I just kept taxiing where that taxiway should have been. It's like you're taxiing on the dirt, but like, who cares?
Monitor tower on 120.75. Thank you.
12075, JetBlue 621. Then we'll get the departure frequency loaded in the 119.0. But we are taxiing kind of fast. Go. Wait till you get to the line at the end. It is what it is. It's not that. It's like maybe like 5 or 6 planes ahead of us. Yeah, there's 5 planes ahead of us. This isn't going to be too bad. Oh my god. I always apply more right brake than left brake, and it always pulls to the right. And then I'm sitting like, why does it pull to the right? It's like, because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to apply equal brake pressure.
1627, no air tower, hello.
That's you ahead of me? Oh yeah, 2634, that is you.
Alpha 10 November.
Is it model matching me to the Dunkin' Donuts plane? Well, Volanta doesn't. Volanta shows me as, oh no, Volanta does shows me as the Dunkin' Donuts plane. Sean Fox, thank you for that follow. Welcome aboard.
Alpha 10 November.
When I was there, I had 12 people ahead of me. Oof. Well, I think they're doing a better job at metering, so they don't have like these big like queues like that. Model matching isn't working today. Rip. That is a rip and pepperoni situation. We got an old school American livery ahead of us. So we have an American, is that a Spirit Wings, and then an Air China, and then Delta, and then us. Plen.
Taxi to runway 10 left via Alpha 10, United 2330.
Alpha 10 November.
Alpha 10
That was so early they just said push at your own risk, and it was chaos. Oh my god, yeah, I'm sure they stopped that immediately. Classic AA shiny. Yeah, I flew on a TWA MD. Well, no, I was gonna say it wasn't American. I flew on an American Airlines plane that had that old school livery. That was like back in the 90s, or in the early 2000s, whatever it was. Forget where I was going, but yeah, the first flight I remember taking was a TWA flight on an MD-80. I don't know what iteration of the MD-80, but I remember it was an MD-80. Spirit lives, yeah. It lives in the simulator. I gotta do more Spirit flights. That was like one thing I said, like when I got the Airbus, I was like, oh, it'd be like really cool to do like Spirit flights, because they go to a lot of really cool airports. Well, they did go to a lot of really cool airports. Just like U.S. Airways and Pan Am. Yeah, I flew on U.S. Airways. I flew them when there was one time I went to Florida. Was that when I went to Florida? No, that's when I went to, I think, Wilmington. Yeah, I flew on U.S. Airways. I think it was to Wilmington. I never flew on Pan Am. I think they were out of business before I was born. I was born in 90. I think they went out of business in the 80s. And then the very first flight, I have a very brief memory of being on the plane. I think I was like 2 years old. But I have a very brief memory of being on a plane going to Florida. Well, that's like when the only reason I know we were going to Florida is because my mother said like that was the first flight that I was on. But I have a very, very brief memory of being on the plane.
Spirit wings away at the gate.
Understand you're at the gate requesting push and start, but at O'Hare, if you're pushing into the ramp or the non-movement area, it's not controlled, but if you push onto a taxiway, it is controlled, so could I have your stand number?
Why am I not on tower?
5000, turn right heading 220.
You need the altitude again for American 240.
American 240, climb and maintain, 15,000, turn right heading 220.
15,000, 220 on the heading, American 240.
Hoping the garbage isn't too bad this morning. Oh, it's the garbage. It's always going to be bad. In the real world, it's always going to be bad. But, yeah, it's not going to be terrible for the sim. Sounds like controller doing approach and ground. No, I was on ground control before. Yeah, that's what that was up. That was on ground control.
Shane 2.
At 2004, Chicago, approach the O'Hare altimeter 3012. Expect the visual, runway 10 center approach.
Visual for 10 center for United 2004.
I've had a total of 3 go-arounds, not my call there this year. Are you talking about like IRL or in VATSIM? I've had a couple of go-arounds in VATSIM. It happens. There was one I did like kind of recently. I forget what plane it was in. But then I remember when we were flying into...
Direct PQ for American 240, thank you.
I remember when we were flying into Santos Dumont in the MAX 8, and like my plane just kind of dropped out of nowhere because it was just...
430 heavy contact.
I was a little high on the approach. I tried to compensate, pulled out power a little too much, and the plane like dropped and like went around right before the wheels hit the runway. That would have hurt if I would have touched down.
Southwest 3541 at LQ, cleared ILS.
Yeah, there's a couple of times where I've had to go around. I forget what the most recent one was. It in the Airbus? I think it was in the Airbus. I think it was during an FNO. I want to say. I don't remember.
Southwest 3541.
I've only been there 1 or 2 times IRL, and I can say they weren't butters. Oh, LaGuardia, it's never a butter in LaGuardia.
Sorry, was that Southwest 3541?
You got all that wind coming off the water, and then like the runways are kind of short. I never expect a butter going into LaGuardia. Same thing when I go to like because like when I fly up to New York, I go to Islip because I'm from Long Island originally. And when I go into MacArthur, I know it's never going to be a butter because it's another airport where the runway is like kind of short.
240 contact Chicago Center 134.87.
Yeah, I think the runway at Islip is about the same length as the one at LaGuardia.
Thank you, you too.
And then San Diego is pretty. I would imagine San Diego because you're coming in pretty steep. I would imagine those would be and the runway is also short. One airport where I always get butter landings is Charlotte because the runways are friggin' forever long. Kennedy, for the most part, I mean, the last time I flew to Kennedy, it was a pretty hard landing. I forget what it was kind of like stormy, and dude was just trying to get it on the ground. And then I remember Charlotte. The last time I flew into Charlotte, I was coming back from Punta Cana, and we were flying in behind a hurricane, so it was kind of bumpy on the descent. Like they told us, they were like, it's gonna be a little bit bumpy, coming into Charlotte. Make sure your seatbelts. I was like, all right, whatever, it's gonna be bumpy. It was bumpy. One of the bumpiest flights I was ever on. And we're on approach, and that's like when it really started getting bumpy. I was like, oh man, like this is actually bumpy. And like for a brief second, I think I've told this story to you guys before. We were probably about like 1,500 feet, just based on like where I was like physically and trying to calculate how high we would have been. Probably about like 1,500 feet off the ground. And out of nowhere, the plane kind of like dropped and then caught itself. So it was like, it probably happened in like a split second. But like when the plane dropped, they went, oh, this might be a problem. And then it caught itself. I was like, man, get me on the ground. This sucks. Well, that guy died. And then I I mean, and like this guy, I could tell, like probably from when he intercepted the localizer, I think he was hand flying it the entire way down. Just because of the way that the plane was kind of like moving, I'm like, he's definitely hand flying this thing. And he was fighting that plane the entire way down, or at least to me it seemed like it was. It probably hit me. He was like, yeah, whatever. Like it's a little bumpy. Like those guys in the back are bitches. They're complaining about it. And then hit, like he touches that. It wasn't a hard landing, but it was like a firm landing. And then I was like, all right, like a little firm, but like it was actually like a pretty decent landing for the conditions. And it was the only time in my life where people were clapping on the plane and I didn't roll my eyes. I was like, 'cause like people started like clapping, and I was like, you know what, like he was probably fighting that plane pretty good. Like I'll let you guys have that one. But yeah, that was like probably the bumpiest flight I had ever been on. Am I on tower or approach? I should be on tower. Oh no, I am on approach. 1207. What did I do? I don't know what I did.
American 327, fly runway heading.
Yeah, thank you for questioning that. Jesus.
Pick up runway 10 left, runway heading in American 327.
I mean, it doesn't matter because he's not going to try and contact us until we're number one. At least he got approach ready. Well, apparently I was monitoring approach. Yeah. I'm waiting for Phoenix to fix the bug where like the second radio doesn't like work and it doesn't save the frequencies. Because like if I go to the second radio, I can't hear anything. So I don't know like what. And I brought that to Phoenix's attention like twice, and I guess they're gonna do it eventually in a patch. That's what they told me. I might do it again.
Lufthansa 430 Heavy, welcome to Chicago.
And I'll take like another video and be like, hey, like I reported this a while ago, it's still happening, like, you know, is there any... The guys over at Phoenix are pretty good. They're pretty receptive to any feedback that I give them.
Papa, hold short of echo.
It's kind of like Chris over at PMDG. They're super helpful. Weather today is perfect for this event, yeah. Gonna tap the TOLUS again. Yeah, I gotta get the TOLUS for X-Plane.
International terminal is echo on the right.
I gotta reinstall X-Plane. I keep saying that. I gotta do it. It's the last couple of weekends I've been kind of busy.
Turn right on Papa, hold short of Golf.
Right on Papa, hold short
I spent
of
a lot of the day
Golf,
yesterday troubleshooting my computer, so it is what it is. And next week there's Ferality. The week after that I could probably do it. Clear skies here at 350. Nice. Also, you're scratching my flight sim image. Good. Get your ass in a plane and fly. If I didn't stream so damn late at night, I would say fly along with us on stream.
Is that China Cargo?
Because I like when you guys do that.
Runway 10 left at Delta, line up and wait.
And I log in, it's like Sancho's flying along, or like Spears flying along, or something. Dementio, you gotta get your ass on VATSIM. What are you waiting for? You got a PC now. I kind of messed up my finger yesterday because I reseated my GPU. I was like, oh, you know, reseating the GPU is free. Like, I don't think that's the issue, but it doesn't hurt. And the motherboard that I have, it's got like that little tab where it clicks into, but like the tab doesn't click, I guess. But it obviously looks like it's in position, like the thing is all the way up. And I'm like, I want to hear that thing click, but I guess it just doesn't. And I went in there to reach it, and as I was sticking my finger between the heatsink and the GPU to grab it, my finger got caught on like the actual tab itself, and it like my fingernails broken and shit was bleeding, and it still like kind of bothers me. Faulty connection? I don't know. Like I've been having like crashes. Like they're not very often, but it was like often enough to be annoying, and it crashed on stream Friday night, which really pissed me off. And it's always the GPU driver. Like the event viewer always pointed at the GPU driver, and even like the alert that I would get, it was because like basically what happens is everything freezes, all 3 screens go black, and then it's like basically the GPU driver kind of like resets itself. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So there was a couple of things that I figured out. One, I was not on the correct BIOS, and 2, I think what the problem was is that I was not like doing a clean install on my GPU driver, so I think they were just like they're overwriting each other, and then there was like causing issues.
Turn left. I say again, left.
So I did a DDU uninstall, redid the drivers. I got on the correct BIOS because the BIOS that I was on the launch BIOS, and there's been like 8 updates since then. Because the event viewer said it was the GPU drivers, and then when one of my friends had me go into like the Windows reliability thing, there was like a watchdog alert, which he said that's like CPU related, and then there was another code for like the memory. I'm like, okay, so it's the GPU, the CPU, and the RAM are all experiencing this. So if all three of those parts are having problems, then it's probably not each individual part. It might be the motherboard. And then that's when I figured out I was not on the BIOS that I thought I was. So we're gonna see. I mean, like I said, the crash doesn't happen very often. It happens like, you know, maybe like once every 2 weeks or something. I think I've had that crash happen 3 times this month. I was looking back at the event viewer. I think it happened 3 times this month. Control Shift Windows B. What is that?
O'Hare Tower crossed runway 9 center and.
Did you check the cords? My GPU connectors were lost, and I plugged it in more. Yeah, I redid the cord going into the GPU, like the power supply, because like the way it's in there, like I have to like pull the whole power supply out to do it. But no, I don't think it was the connections that were causing the issue. It's the power supply not being strong enough and putting pressure on things like the GPU. Well, the power supply is at like an 1100 watt, or it's a 1000 watt power supply, so I definitely have enough. And if it was like I was thinking about it, it was like if it was something like the power supply, it would not be crashing like once every 2 weeks. It would be crashing all of the time. So, yeah, I have a 1000 watt power supply. Yeah, so I checked I'll check the connection today going to the power supply, but like, you know, because I pulled the thing apart and I was probably working on it for like 45 minutes. I was like, But yeah, like the cable going to the GPU clicked into place and everything. So can you switch out the GPU with another to check if it's the GPU? I could pull out the GPU from my old PC, but it's not like a really good GPU. Like it's the 6700 XT, which like it was a solid GPU for what I needed it for. But I don't think it would work very well with the setup I have right now.
070 runway 9 right.
Might be you have something plugged into the motherboard. Well, yeah, everything's plugged into the motherboard.
November 316 Echo Victor.
I genuinely think it was the GPU drivers.
Oh, number 0, thank you. 316 Victor.
An extra thing? I don't know what that extra thing would be.
565 Golf Rob. Departing is.
I just have
to your left.
You know, all like the parts and then like the case fans. That's it.
Max. Caution jet blast. Cross runway 90 right at Zulu and continue taxi down Zulu. Hold short 10 left.
Crossing runway.
I hope you can fix it soon. Yeah. Got to keep the GPU. Yeah, I always keep them updated, but I think it was because I was just doing the express installation. I think it was just corrupting the driver. Because it's NVIDIA, so like with AMD, I'm used to how it like how to do it. With NVIDIA, it's like new to me. If there's something that shouldn't be, I don't have anything that shouldn't be there. I don't have anything like extra hooked up to the motherboard. It's the CPU, it's the case fans, the CPU fan, the GPU, and the RAM. That's it. I usually download the drivers direct from NVIDIA. I don't use their app thing. Maybe I should start doing that, because that's what I was doing with AMD. Like I have the NVIDIA app to tell me like with AMD, I had the app to tell me when there was a driver update, but I usually got it from the website. But yeah, I mean, like it is what it is. I have the same problem because I don't know what's putting pressure on the driver. It might be I need a new driver. Yeah, check to see if there's an update. Because 61047 dropped, I think, last week. I don't like an app trying to override my game set. I turned that off. But yeah, I'll just keep, like, I'll keep playing games, and if it crashes again, then I know I have a different issue, but we'll see. Like I said, like, if it was crashing every day, I'd be like, okay, there is a serious problem, but it's every, like, once in a while, which is why I think it's a driver issue. And, like, when it was happening in the past, it was usually like that, like, it would crash, and then I would check in the video app, and it's like, hey, there's a new driver available. I'm like, it's kind of weird that, like, it would all of a sudden start crashing when there's a new driver, but whatever. And then, like, I would update the driver, and then it would take me, and then it would crash again, and then there was a new driver update. I'm like, all right, so I just got to check it a little bit more often. But yesterday, like, on Friday when it crashed, there was no update because it was, like, the newer driver. So I think it was...
runway 10
I think it was just a driver issue, and hopefully doing the DDU fixes it. But we'll see.
10 left, 1634.
Tower, good morning, longitude 70.
And it could also have been the BIOS. And a lot of the BIOS updates, they addressed, like, memory, like, performance issues. So that could be why I was getting, like, the memory issue with the
4923.
And the reliability thing. Like, whatever, like, it is what it is. I'll figure it out eventually.
070.
If, assuming the problem's not corrected.
Heading 070 and 9er right at Sierra Sierra, clear for takeoff, Endeavor 4923.
November 535, go photo at Zoo.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Her Tower, Frontier Flight 44, runway 22 left, ready for takeoff.
Frontier Flight 44, roger, standby. Hold short, runway 22 left.
Hold short, 22 left, Frontier Flight 44.
No, they're all launching at 22 left now. Last driver update I saw was on the 19th of May for Forza. That may have been it. That may have been it. But I know I did that driver update like, well, last week I guess that was around the 19th. Yeah, it was probably like on the 23rd or the 24th when I ran it.
JetBlue 621, runway 10 left at Delta Delta, line up and wait.
10 left at Delta Delta, line up and wait, JetBlue 621. No, we're below our min takeoff fuel, but it's fine. We're like 200 pounds below it. Not a big deal. Min takeoff was 16,103. We're at 15,820. We still have plenty of fuel.
Runway 22 left, clear for takeoff.
Left turn 180, runway 22 left, clear for takeoff, Frontier Flight 44.
November 700 Sierra Bravo, runway 9 center, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, Sierra Bravo.
Delta 2634, contact departure 1190.
Departure 19 blanks, 2634, thank you so much.
All right, boys, we're getting there. What's up, Patrick? How you doing? Yeah, and another thing about it too is I downloaded that MSI Afterburner thing, and that doesn't really show anything weird. Because I thought maybe it was like an overheating issue, but like even like right now, like my GPU is sitting at like 40 degrees, 45 degrees, which is pretty crazy. I guess that's because Snowcat helped me with the fan profiles yesterday, so it used to run at around like 55, but now like the fan curve I have is a little bit more aggressive. I don't think it was an overheating issue then.
2004 is on visual 10 center.
United 2004, O'Hare Tower,
bah.
wind 080 at 7, runway 9 center. Correction, runway 10 center, clear to land.
Runway 10 center, clear to land, United 2004.
I do want to get the new, I want to get the new Forza game, I want to get the new 007 game. I think I want to get the 007 game before I get Forza though, because I love 007. I never really watched 007, but I played a lot of the games.
JetBlue 621, fly runway heading, runway 10 left from Delta Delta, clear for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, 10 left from Delta Delta, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 621.
November 535, Golf Bravo, runway 10
power,
full length,
40%.
Full length, land runway 525 Go Bravo.
And flex.
Frontier Flight 44, contact departure 1190.
Departure 1100.0.
We'll just set that to runway heading. Why is that saying 258? All right, airspeed's alive. All right, hang on. Let me just do that. Why did it say 258? Should be 93. And we're past 100 knots.
November 700, Sierra Bravo, contact departure 1190.
Over to departure. Have a good one, Sierra Bravo.
V1, rotate, V2. Oh, my gear lever was up. So gear's coming up. Probably because it was stuck in that configuration from when the stream crashed the other night and I just never reset it. Oops. There we go, 95 degrees. Well, runway heading is 93. All right, climb power. All right, flaps up. We'll get the nose lights turned off. Damn it.
JetBlue 621, contact departure 1190.
Departure, JetBlue 621.
United 2004, welcome to Chicago.
O'Hare departure, JetBlue 621, 2700 runway heading.
JetBlue 621, Chicago departure, radar contact. Maintain 5000, turn right heading 140, vectors for sequence.
Right heading 140 and 5000, JetBlue 621.
American 87, maintain 210 knots, then descend and maintain 3000.
Maintain 210 and then the maintain 3000.
Endeavor 4923, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
Sensor $34.87 for Endeavor 4923.
Frontier Flight 44, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
3487, Frontier Flight 44 is good.
All right. Little sequence vector. Never hurt nobody. Just making sure I've seen a lot of people speeding yet. No, I keep it pretty real with that 250.
700 Bravo,
And I'll open up the
Mobile.
speed window just so we stay at 250 until we're told to go faster. Because we do have to maintain 250 even above 10,000 if we are not told normal speed, because that's what the SID tells us.
Number 700 Bravo, resume normal speed.
Normal speed, Sierra Bravo, thank you.
I can also disarm that. Be flying right over downtown Chicago. There's Meigs Field right there. Doesn't exist anymore.
JetBlue 621, turn left heading 040.
Left 040, JetBlue 621.
First, good morning, Delta 1138.
Sears Tower for, yeah, Sears Tower. Everybody calls it the Sears Tower. No one calls it the Willis Tower.
38 Chicago, approach expected.
I don't even think the guy that owns the
10
building
center
calls it
approach.
the Willis Tower.
Refuge 410 center for
JetBlue 621, thanks for your cooperation. Clear direct mobile. Climb and maintain 15,000.
Direct mobile up to 15,000, JetBlue 621.
November 0 Sierra Bravo, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
3487, have a good one, Sierra Bravo.
Let's go. I guess we'll just do open
American
climb.
87, heavy,
Oh,
turn right
come
heading
on!
060.
Don't fuck with me today.
Riding 060, I'm looking at 87 heavy.
There we go. All right, I'm going to throw the autopilot on.
Chicago approach, hello, United States.
United 303 Chicago approach, the O'Hare altimeter 3012. Expect the visual runway 10 center approach.
And then the center controller is going to be on 3487. So we'll get 3487 in here.
Chicago departure November 5 Golf Rebel 5000.
Chicago approach out at 1616, 166, south for 11,000.
United 1616 Chicago approach, the O'Hare altimeter 3012. Expect the visual runway 10 center approach.
Our visual 10 center.
JetBlue 621, contact Chicago Center 134.87.
134.87, JetBlue 621.
Dark Moon, Boone at 1000, 3012, American A51.
Chicago Center, JetBlue 621, 10,300, climbing 15,000, direct mobile.
JetBlue 621, Chicago Center, good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 370, resume normal speed.
Climb, maintain flight level 370, normal speed, JetBlue 621. All right, now we can go normal speed.
2002, Center 340, inbound Ruby.
American 2002, Chicago, good morning.
Woo indeed.
American 1744, Minneapolis is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
So we got Cleveland Center is on. It does not look like New York Center is online just yet. Or at least we're not in range to be able to see them. Oh no, New York Center is on. Yeah, we're just not in range of their frequency yet. So they got almost full staffing at LaGuardia. They're only missing the clearance delivery. You're already descending. Nice. According to this thing, we are going to get to LaGuardia at 16:15. So that's an hour and a half from now.
1604, direct to Iowa City.
So got a little bit of flying to do. But this is a good route. Chicago to LaGuardia is a lot of fun. Or just Chicago to New York. We'll get the range rings out here a little bit. The garbage. What's up, Silver? How you doing, man? The garbage indeed. Man, look at this line going out there. Woof. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Oh, let me turn the music back on. My bad. Forgot about that. Right in the middle? Yeah. Right in the middle of the event.
Air Channel 130.
I've done Atlanta, New York City before and such, yeah.
Number 11987.
Fun routes that I really like doing for like airliner stuff. LA to San Francisco or like LA to Oakland, like that area. Then like, you know, like maybe Oakland or San Francisco up to like Seattle. New York to like Atlanta, New York to Chicago, New York to like Boston to Washington, or to like Memphis or something like that. Philadelphia.
Austrian 1 Romeo.
When you get like events there, they're a lot of fun. Well, yeah, West Coast flying is a lot of fun. Very pretty out there.
Sorry about the late descent. Cross fire at 1000 O'Hare.
I like doing Long Island Borough. That's another fun one. Or like Long Island or Charleston or like Charlotte.
3012.
Going to BLFC. Nice. Wait, I thought you were going to Renfest on Halloween. Trying to think of like other routes that are, I mean, we like our Canada flights, right? Edmonton, Calgary, then down to like the west coast of the U.S. Denver's another fun airport. Aspen's a really fun airport. That's just for like the United States. Routes in Europe I really like doing. Heathrow to Frankfurt, Heathrow to like Madrid. Or to like Amsterdam. And then what else? Like Amsterdam down to like Rome. Or like Naples or Milan. I really like flying in South America. South America, I can fly anywhere in South America and have a lot of fun. If you get staffing in China, it's a lot of fun. Doing some flights in China.
Austrian 1 Romeo, crossfire at 11000, O'Hare altimeter 3012.
I think of what else. Flying in the Middle East is fun. If you get staffing out there. Flights to like Saudi Arabia, flown to Baghdad a couple of times. We've done Kabul a couple of times. Or Kabul. Dubai, in my opinion, is kind of like overrated. But yeah, like Bahrain, like that was it, Doha and Bahrain. Singapore's fun. Yeah, flying in the Pacific is fun.
November 23 uniform, on course departure is approved for wing 130.
I stick to the U.S., but for transatlantic, I do Euro and some Italian flights from time to time. Yeah. They haven't done the Tuesday nights in Brazil in a long time. I wonder if they're going to bring those back. But yeah, there's plenty of flights in South America that we do.
Country 920 Minneapolis.
We just did. Last week it was the first wings from... Where did we go? We went to Singapore. From Vietnam, right? Was Ho Chi Minh? Was Ho Chi Minh down to, or up to...
6730, Chicago Center, bonjour, descend and maintain
Singapore?
level 200.
Descend to flight level 200.
Or maybe the other way around. We may have flown from Singapore to Ho Chi Minh.
6730, heavy reset transponder.
Italian flights in the 737 are so fun, yeah.
Look, 5562.
Done Greece a couple of times, like flying into Athens.
United 485, contact Cleveland 119.87.
I gotta try Larnaca. Because
United 485, contact Cleveland 119.87.
Trek flies into Larnaca a lot. It seems like it's a fun airport. I did a video, and Larnaca was one of them. That was on approaches.
Chicago.
I think it was on approaches. Or procedure turns or something. So I don't know what. There's 2 Cleveland controllers. I missed the frequency. He said. Need to try flying to Iceland. It's very bumpy in Iceland. Flying into Keflavik, it's always bumpy, but it is fun. And then we flew the PC-12, I think, from Keflavik to like the north side of Iceland and landed like somewhere in like a valley. That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
We gotta fly to Kai-Tak again, though. Maybe I'll do that this week. Maybe we'll do a flight to Kai-Tak. Gonna try flying to Antarctica. Ooh, that's something I should do.
United 1627, Chicago Center, good morning. Climb and maintain flight level 370.
That is something I should do. Where could I fly to go to Antarctica, though? That's not like a ridiculously long flight. Maybe I should do that. Because Musfus has some sceneries for it. Get the skis put on a plane, yeah. But they fly like A350s to
the 432 reset transponder
and 737s to Antarctica.
And contact Chicago approach 119.0.
Africa to Wolfgang. Like where in Africa? I guess like Cape Town or something, or like Johannesburg. They'll have to look at it after stream. If I can find a good one, maybe we'll do Antarctica. I've never done Antarctica before. I don't know if there's charts for that.
November 23 uniform, radar contact, proceed on course, maintain VFR.
No charts, yeah. Is Antarctica right now in the time where it's always dark?
Plan is in...
Because if it's always dark in Antarctica, I might wait. Wait until it's always light there.
November 23 uniform, roger, radar service terminated. Call me when you want flight following.
Let me see if I can figure out when is Antarctica always dark. So between April and late August. So yeah, like right now it's gonna be dark as hell there. So we'll wait till like the winter months. Yeah, from mid-May to mid-July. Yeah, so we'll wait. We'll wait till it's always light there.
Air France 6730, clear direct river. correct, Trigger, Air France 63, correction, Air France 6730.
We're only at 270. Jesus. This plane sucks at climbing. I'm going to BLFC 2026. I'm going to Carolina Fur Fair, North Carolina Mountain 2026. Okay. Very nice.
Chicago, Center, hello, United 23, we're 06 with you, clamping flight 15,000.
United 2306 Chicago Center, good morning, climb and maintain flight level 370, resume normal speed.
Climb flight level 370.
Heard there's a tunnel under the runway at Sarajevo Airport during the Yugoslav War. I have no idea.
Chicago Center, good morning, United 777.
That I could not tell you.
United 777 Chicago Center, good morning.
Might be the first time in New York with good way. Yeah, right. You know what that means? Cross air trip. What are you talking about? Are you like, I don't know if you're talking about like 4 different things at the same time.
Chicago Center, Northwest 518, passing.
It's like a road trip, but we need to fly. That's what we're doing right now.
Northwest 518 Chicago
What do you mean?
Center, good morning, climb and maintain flight level 350.
We're turning a 14-hour road trip into an hour-and-a-half long flight.
Climb maintain 350 normal.
I've driven from New York to Chicago before.
American 851, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
IT Delta American 851.
Austrian 1 Romeo, contact Chicago approach 119.0.
The longest road trip I ever took was from New York to Austin. That was like 26 hours. Before that, it was to Omaha, Nebraska. I think that was just under 24.
Frontier Flight 44, could we go over to Unicom?
Frontier 44, sorry about that, frequency change approved today.
Okay, frequency change approved, Frontier Flight 44, have to go.
Do you want Delta 2634 with Cleveland?
Only got another 5,000 feet to go.
Delta 2634, sorry about that, handoff.
Which means it's going to take us about 3 days to get up there.
Chicago, Denver 4923. Yep, your handoff will be in a moment.
No.
Roger. Delta 2634, contact Cleveland 119.87. Endeavor 4923, contact Cleveland 119.87.
Camping in Heckscher State Park for...
Good morning.
They're having it at Heckscher State Park, isn't it usually at Sunken Meadow?
Number 700 Sierra Bravo, contact Cleveland 119.87. 1987, have a good one, dear Sierra Bravo.
They changed it. Nice. Heckscher would be easier for me.
Contact Cleveland 119.87.
11987, JetBlue 621.
November 6, Echo Victor, say approach request in the
It changed it.
Like a visual for 1.
Oh no, I never put in Cleveland, that's right.
I'm sorry, who's that calling? Number 4923? Endeavor 4923. Number 4923, Cleveland, good morning.
Cleveland Center, JetBlue 621, flight level 336, climbing flight level 370.
Sorry, last contact again?
JetBlue 621, flight level 340, climbing flight level 370.
Blue 621, Cleveland Center, good morning.
Cleveland Center, good morning. Longitude 700, Sierra Bravo,
Longitude.
level 370.
Long boy.
Longitude 0 Sierra Bravo, Cleveland Center, good morning.
Yeah, I gotta come back up there one of these days for that barbecue again.
2634, we'd like to step on to tree 900.
For 2634, that's for Common Hip Level 390.
We'll call you when we
Because
get there.
Warzy still hosts it, right? Is she still doing it?
Delta 2523, Indianapolis is offline. Your radar service terminated. For exchange crew, have a great flight.
Over to advisory, heavy 1, Delta 2523.
American 2286, you can contact New York 12532. Good day.
Warzy still hosts it? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll be with Cleveland Center for a little bit. I don't know.
313 to Sun maintain for level
I don't know if we're going to be
350.
with this guy the whole time because there's two of them, so I'm not sure like how they're staffing it.
Cleveland Center, this your Bravo. You might have to step away for about 2 minutes.
That's fine, call back.
No, maybe I should do that too because I do have a little bit more coffee I want to get. Yeah, let me do that. That's Center JetBlue 610. Can we also get out of the cockpit for about 2 minutes?
Yeah, less than 5 is okay with me.
Yeah, we'll make it less than 5 for sure. All right, I'm going to turn off the avatar here real quick just so it doesn't like have a panic attack when I stand up. So if you guys want to do the same, if you want to get something to eat, something to drink, use the restroom, whatever the case is, I'm just going to run downstairs real quick and refill my coffee cup. But I will be right back. No packs or cargo, so I'll be cruising real high. Yeah, there you go. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Center JetBlue 621 is back.
Back.
Center, good day, Josh 50623 south of Legacy.
Never heard of the park visual in LaGuardia because I'm always on the ILS down to minimums. Yeah, I've flown it once in VATSIM.
Cleveland Center, good morning.
Obviously, I've never flown at LaGuardia like IRL as a pilot.
And your radar contact.
3-1. I feel like they don't usually land on runway 3-1. Don't they usually land on 2-2?
Sterling's 4129, maintain.
I remember they used to have the expressway visual for runway 3-1.
Maintain Mach 0.81.
I don't think they have that anymore. I'm looking at the charts. I don't think they have the expressway visual anymore.
Maintain Mach 0.81.
Got a Fox Design t-shirt. Got a Fox t-shirt for Christmas. Yeah, I've never like flown a visual approach like that as an IRL pilot.
Down to 0.81. Can we?
Yeah, this is the park visual right here. I think this is based off of the RNAV, right? I think you can back this up with the RNAV. Yeah, may proceed via the RNAV GPS X-ray.
What is the fastest you can go? I need to know.
So we have. Yeah, it's almost the exact same thing. So I would back up the visual with the RNAV if I did that. Which is probably what I've done before.
That might be enabled. We'll see if we can do that.
But yeah.
Okay, if you can't do that, 390 to Sun maintain for level 370 and maintain Mach 0.81.
Interim Center 00 Bravo back with you.
Flying MD-11 into LaGuardia.
2684, you were cut off. Say again.
370 on 0.81.
Thank you.
China 130, we can do decimal 80 and we are accelerating to decimal 80.
Air China 130, roger, thank you. JetBlue 621, maintain Mach 0.81.
Mach 0.81, JetBlue 621. And that's really going to take us up
and
to
American
like the
557,
max.
looks like you missed your crossing restriction. Descend now, descend to level 330. American 313, descend maintain for level 330.
I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't been vectored one bit yet.
Descend maintain for level 330.
Like delay vectors getting into New York, I don't really think we're going to have like too much of a problem. Because they're sequencing us at the center level really well. So like we're sequenced pretty good. Now getting into New York, we'll probably get some delay vectors like around like this area. But yeah, at the center level, I think we'll be all right. Oh, we have a company message. I think we are going to have an ADC delay card.
Thanks for your help. New York down 12532. Have a great morning.
So let's see. Oh, no ADC. Okay.
Cleveland Center, November 535, call 410.
It's not too bad yet. No, it's looking pretty good.
Bravo, Cleveland Center, good morning. Are you able to
I wonder why they have us speeding up, though.
Oh, negative. This is our max speed, 45.
Oh, because there's a phenom behind us. Those things don't fly very fast.
Mach .778.
Okay. Descend and maintain for level 330, and then let me, descend and maintain for level 370, and then let me know what your best forward speed is.
370.
Yeah, I wonder why they have us doing,
Was that Iceland Air 821 checking in that I cut off?
Yeah, I wonder why they have us flying that fast.
Alright, who else was checking in with Cleveland Center that I cut off?
United.
1627 Cleveland Center, good morning.
Cleveland Center, hello, United 2306 with you, climbing 57370.
2306 Cleveland Center, good
Let's
morning.
see if we can get the ATIS for LaGuardia. We should be able to. You guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? Sorry about that. I knocked the cable out of my microphone. You can hear? Okay. Louder. Yeah, I knocked the cable off my, and then like everything goes through like the microphone. It's how the mixer works. So I pulled that out and everything died. Sorry about that. Okay. Cool. So let's get the ATIS. What am I doing? ATIS, KLGA, and we'll do VATSIM. Oh, nope, it was, okay. VATSIM, arrival, and send. So we have ATIS information Yankee. Oh, that open static. Yeah, it was... like the way that my mixer is, because I have an Elgato mic, so I use like the wavelength thing, which is like Elgato's like virtual mixer. So everything goes through the micro. It's weird. The way it goes through OBS is everything goes through the microphone. So like I have the mic, obviously the microphone plugged into the computer, and the mount that I have, like the mount's getting old, so sometimes the mic will like kind of flip itself upside down, and I just have to redo it. And I was doing that, and then I hit the cable, and the cable came out of the mic. So, and then everything died. All right, so we have LaGuardia ATIS information Yankee at 1451 Zulu, winds are 310 at 5 knots, visibility is 10 statute miles, few clouds at 8,000, scattered to 20,000, broken at 25,000. Temperature is 19, dew point is 5, altimeter is 3002. Park visual, runway 31 approaches in use, and landing runway 31, interesting. Departing runway 4, NOTAMs report twin white tanks. So when you're on the, we're going to look at the park visual. It's when you're over the twin white tanks, that's when you're going to report. Airport or preceding aircraft in sight. Okay, so either the twin white tanks, airport, or preceding aircraft in sight, and advise you of information Yankee. So we'll set up the RNAV X-Ray 3-1 since that is going to be the backup for the park visual, but we'll stick to the park visual approach path as much as we can. So we'll do RNAV X-Ray 3-1, and then that is going to be from the, I think it's the Pachu fix. Yeah, it starts at Pachu. Approach vias. Okay. Let's see. So for the X-ray, it starts at. We're not going to start at Greg or Zara or Greg or where's Varez? Varez. Vader, Zared, Greg. Where the hell? Oh, Varez is right there. Maybe I'll do Varez. Just to put like a full transition in there. Oh, whoops. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And then we're gonna do, so we have the arrival set in there. Perfect. Then I'm just gonna make sure it didn't throw any discos in there. All looks fine. The only thing is the fixes don't really match up after Pachu. I'm not even far enough down. Never mind. Pachu, Shea, Gacker. Okay, so on the park visual, oh, that's, well, I'm looking at the RNAV. Shea, Gacker, Daryl, Keith. Yeah, so all the fixes are the same. So we'll just follow the RNAV path, but we're going to be using visual cues as opposed to the RNAV itself. Very nice. Moving to a new house on Tuesday. Nice. Are you 8-1 as well? Yeah, we're at 8-1. I was able to get 8-1, but had to descend to 3. So yeah, we're at 8-1 right now. If it starts getting bumpy, I'm going to have to back it down to like 0.8. Because I'm like riding the barber pole right now, and that's not ideal if we hit turbulence. But I don't... there was no like weather reported along the way, so I think we'll be okay. Yeah, they're not really reporting anything turbulence-wise up at this altitude. There's nothing on the radar. There's, you know, Navigraph doesn't have anything. Yeah, so it should be a relatively smooth flight. I'm surprised that we're not going to get any because we're riding the edge of the jet stream right here. So I'm surprised it's not really. My mouth is stuck open. Oh, you're right. That's what you meant by static mouth. Hang on. I may have to restart V2 Plus. Give me a second. Let me just make sure VC face. Oh, VC face is fucked up too. All right, I gotta restart the avatars. Let me bring this back over here. It may have been because the mic got unplugged. It's just gonna take me a second, guys. Open up VC face. Okay, now it's working. All right, so let's do that. And then I'll open up V2 Plus. This might get a little weird when it loads up. So the avatar might do some funky things. You might see like a user interface pop up. What happened? The avatar froze, or like the mouth got stuck open. It's just taking a second for me to get it. V2 Plus takes a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's working. Yeah, we're good. Technical difficulties this morning. All right, so all good. Yeah, that probably just happened because the tracking got messed up when the mic got unplugged. But thank you for letting me know. I'm surprised because I look back and forth at the OBS thing, kind of free. That's kind of like when you see my head doing stuff like this. That's me going back and forth between OBS. Yeah, so I'm surprised I didn't see that. But then again, the capture screen is kind of small. All right. Oh, come on. Sorry, Navigraph was giving me a little bit of grief. Was gonna say bad simulation. What do you mean? New York is pretty crazy. New York is always crazy with events like this. Even like Elite Wings events in general, it just gets chaotic. So yeah, we're gonna be landing in about an hour. I think that's what the FMS says. Oh, why is this not working? Oh, because I wasn't clicked on the screen. So let's do the 16:10. Yeah, about an hour from now. So. And then I guess we could take a look at the, oh, shit. We can take a look at the arrival. So let's take a look at the, Milton 4 arrival coming into LaGuardia. So, for aircraft capable of 210 or greater, yeah, that's definitely going to apply to us. Did you do Denver event on Friday night? Yeah, we did. We went from Salt Lake City to Denver. Then we were going to go Denver to Oklahoma City. We got up near our cruising altitude, and then that's when I had the GPU driver crash. So we're going to start the arrival at Keating, and then from Keating we're going to go to Milton. Milton we're going to go to Mark. At Mark we're going to expect flight level 180 or lowest usable flight level. Biley expect 13,000. Then we're going to fly to Vibes, Allentown, and then looks like Lizzie. And then Beauty at I'm going to put these altitude restrictions in there. Then to Harlem, then the Dreams, or Drems, and then we're going to fly to Apple, and then to Proud, and then from there we're going to get vectors into our final approach course. So a pretty straightforward arrival for us. And then, yeah, let me do some of those restrictions in here. Because if they say expect, we're very likely going to get them. So at Mark, we're going to do an altitude constraint of 18,000. And then at Biley, it's going to be 13,000. And then at Beauty, it's 10,000. So it is an expect, but we're very likely going to get those restrictions. So we'll just put those in there. So then our equal time point is up ahead. My plane is yelling traffic at me. Uh-oh! RA! It's very quiet on frequency. Oh, shit. None of my inputs are working. God damn, I might have to restart VPilot. Let's see if this works. Where is it? Is it? Shit! Is it? Oh, it's not working. Oh, no. What the hell happened? My mic input's not working on VPilot. Oh, no. It's not the it's the actual like mic input itself. Hang on a minute. Let me fully restart VPilot. Oh no. And it's because the mic got disconnected. Hang on, guys. Probably just a little software glitch. It should not take us very long to figure this out. There we go. Now it's working. VPilot just had a little screwy.
Cleveland Center, hello. This is United 2443, just departed out of Cleveland with the 4,300 climbing.
United 2443, Cleveland Center, good morning. Radar contact. Climb, maintain level 360, clear, direct, Watson.
Up to 360, direct Watson, United 2443.
Cleveland Center, good day. Southwest 1453, level 139
Southwest 1453, Cleveland Center, good morning.
Northwest 518, back in the cockpit.
Yep, JetBlue 621, welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, we had a little bit of an audio issue.
Yeah, it looked like it. There's so many people on this one frequency. Northwest 518, maintain Mark 0.81, welcome back.
0.81, Northwest 518.
Back off Bravo, turn right, heading 090. Bearings 4129, New York 12532, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
2532, Spirit Wings 4129, bye.
American 327, descend and maintain, level 330.
Maintain 330, remaining 327.
New York Center must be going down the tubes right now. Mad respect, working everything alongside West area. These dudes that work the New York area are really good at what they do. Who's working it right now? It looks like it's Alex. If it's the Alex that I know, like that man could probably, he'll be fine. Yeah, you don't work New York Center and not know what you're doing.
2443 traffic, geez. Looks like you're 8 o'clock and about 25 miles. It's an American A319 descending at a 280 for 5,000. You will pass below.
Alright, United 20. United 43, the traffic on TCAT, keep an eye out for them.
United 45, no more
being
than
thrown all over the place. Oh boy.
Sorry.
Like for vectors or for like because of turbulence?
United 609 with you climbing through 3,800 for 14.
Right, United who?
United 609 just departed Cleveland.
For vectoring, oh boy.
609 Cleveland Center, radar contact.
It is what it is.
340, clear direct to Watson.
Climb with 340.
How many approach controllers do they have on?
Cleveland Center, good.
Looks like a couple.
42, flight level 310, climbing 370.
For 2030, roger. American 1142, Cleveland Center. Stand by. Oh, I see you. Welcome on board. Stand by.
Oh, there's another Elite Wings event next week. Let me sign up for it. It is on Saturday. It's in the middle of Ferality. Well, you know what? Ferality's gonna have to wait a little bit. Oh, it's in the morning. Okay, so that's not bad. It's at the same time, 1200. So I'll do. Oh wow, that booked already? Damn it! All right, well we're not doing it, I guess. They only had like 10 slots. Damn it. Oh well. Never mind, we're not doing it next week. I was too late. I did not think it was going to book up like that. Shit. Alright, well, it is what it is.
Climbing out of Cleveland, Delta
Rip.
64, Cleveland Center.
Rip. When's the next first wings?
Level 330. I'll have your final.
Too slow. It was too slow.
Closer to it.
If Fennec was too slow.
Claim maintain flight level 330.
Well, they have some other events that are going on. I do want to do some more like these weekend events. Like they have the World Cup event next weekend, like on the 13th. I want to try that, or I would say try that. I can just jump into it.
Number 4923, go ahead with your request.
There's maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, it's fine. Call back.
Because some of these weekend events, I would really like, so like West Coast weekends, I would like to try out. I don't think I've ever done that before, not on stream. Gonna get a VR headset. I can play on VR chat. There you go. I can't believe I missed the first wing. Oh well.
Go ahead.
I do want to do VAT Venture though, in the Bonanza, if I can.
Where you are right
That's
now,
in like
probably 10 minutes without anything
July,
happening to
right?
me.
When is VAT
the
Venture?
further east you get, it goes down to 5 minutes.
Okay, if that's good for the Dixon.
It's not on the.
Sure, that's fine. Call
It's
back.
not on the event schedule.
Yeah,
Thinking about the Flight Sim Expo. Yeah, I'll be flying. It's they're doing it for the FNO. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on Saturday. I don't know. Like Friday and Saturday, because I won't be at Expo this year.
Not anymore. Disregard.
Which, you know what? That's actually not, because it's the same weekend as Ferality. I would much rather go to Ferality, which is a virtual event, which kind of sounds like kind of stupid, but I also didn't want to fly to Minneapolis.
Sure, no more than 10.
June is going to be packed with VAT USA event. Yeah. Summertime, it's usually really busy with VATSIM events.
Fine, your radar service terminated. Change to advisory.
When is VAT
Local
Venture?
Advisories group today.
VAT Venture.
America 327, if you haven't already, New York 12532. Good day.
25.32, thanks for your help, American 327.
Summer. It says it's traditionally held in the summer. Well, it's the same weekend as EAA Air Venture, right? So it's, when is it this year? July 20th to the 26th. Say it's going to be a couple of months.
Delta 13 is descending.
One day I will make it to EAA Air Venture, though.
To arrival. Expecting ILS 21 left.
I'll just like rent like a camper. I'll just drive up there.
The aircraft ends at Pittsburgh. I'm not controlling below 240, so you can remain on local advisory.
Shut up, Blaze.
5 Golf Bravo, turn right.
That's a bucket list event. Yo, Mike, you should come to the United States and then we can go there.
No, 5 Golf Bravo.
Fly into Charlotte. I'll pick you up. We'll rent like a little RV.
Heading 120 vectors.
And then we'll camp out at EAA Air Venture. Flight Sim Furcon. When I actually went in fursuit last year to Expo.
Air China 130, maintain Mach 0.78.
Okay.
Dragon, yeah, I know, I do. I was talking to Rivet about that yesterday or the day before. What I would like to do, like when I come to the UK, I would like obviously I'd probably come over there for like 2 weeks, hang out in London a little bit, and then drive up to see like Rivet and Kai, and then drive up to Aberdeen to see Cairo.
1298 Cleveland, good morning.
And what I would probably do, I'd fly into Heathrow, and then I'd probably just rent a car and then drive. I mean, like, taking the train would be really cool, because I do want to experience the train in the UK. But I also like the idea of driving from London, like, up to Aberdeen. I feel like that would be a lot of fun.
112.
Heathrow, yeah, probably Heathrow, because I can fly right out of Charlotte from there. Take American Airlines into Heathrow.
I was hoping he was back for you. It's all good.
And then, yeah, hang out in London for a little bit, then drive up. And then, yeah, drive up to, like, where Rivet is. And then, Kai's in Sheffield, I think. And Rivet's, like, out in that area, too. We would find you a cheaper branch to rent from near my place. Or so, yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't rent it from Heathrow. Because I do want to try driving in the UK. Obviously I could do it. Like, I know how to drive a car. I've just never driven on the opposite side of the road before. So I feel like that would be a lot of fun just to experience it. And then, yeah, maybe I'll just have like a car for like London. And well, I don't know, like, they're trying to think like going up to Aberdeen. Like, the train will take me to Aberdeen. But doing like the UK high-speed rail, that would be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll like rent the car, do a one-way thing up to Aberdeen, then take the train back or something. We'll get kind of grill you on road signs. Are road signs like challenging over there?
634. Can you try over voice one more time?
1634 is back.
Oh, it seems like everybody was having audio issues.
Cleveland 390 2306. Is it possible to climb?
Just different to the USA. Let me look at some of the UK road signs. UK road signs. Let me see if I can get one. No.
Yeah, 2306, comment tape level 390.
Let me see if I can get like an image, like without like it telling me what it is, like a sign chart. One evening we can yap about it. Yeah, I just want to see if there's like, what about like UK sign quiz? UK road sign quiz.
330
Road safety quiz. This takes a minute. Let's see. Wearing a seat. Well, this isn't. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Idiot. Road sign test with answers. Oh, here we go. This is like kind of like what I'm looking for. So we have number one. This looks like waiting prohibited start of motorway. Ooh, that's actually, I don't know. National speed limit applies. Waiting prohibited. I'm gonna say it's probably waiting prohibited. I can't select it though. Number two, that's a yield sign in the United States. Overhead cable repairs, junction ahead, controlled by a stop or give way sign. That's probably what this is. That's gonna be B. This This looks like you can either go to the left. It's like a center divider coming up. You can either go left or right. Vehicular traffic approaching from left and right. Merge and turn. Vehicular traffic may reach a... Yeah, I'm going to say C. First one's wrong. It's the national speed limit. Oh, what's the national speed limit there? This looks like it's a parking sign. Parking on verge of footway strictly prohibited. Vehicles may be parked partially on the verge of a footway. Vehicles may be parked wholly on the verge or footway. I'm going to say it's probably C because it doesn't have like a line through it, and it's got a picture of a car parked on what looks like a curb or a footway. I'm going to say it's C. 70 miles an hour on the motorway. Then number 5.
JetBlue 621 to sun, maintain level 330.
Level 330, JetBlue 621.
Channel 130.
Channel 130, I'm sorry. New York 12532, good day.
New York 12532, thank you, Channel 130.
Then number 5, we have danger. Oh, so this one looks like, hey, something's ahead. Other danger ahead, plate beneath indicates nature of the hazard. Vehicles carrying explosives prohibited. Dust cloud. I'm going to say it's A. Then there would be like something underneath it that tells you what it's supposed to be. That looks like a speed limit sign. So no entry for vehicular traffic, no overtaking. All vehicles prohibited except pedal cycles. Like I've seen signs like this in like Truck Simulator. It's got a number in the middle of it. I'm gonna say maybe. I'm gonna say maybe no overtaking. Oh wait, this one looks like it's the exact same sign with something in it. So motor vehicles except solo or motorcycles prohibited. Motor vehicles prohibited. No entry for vehicular traffic. So maybe that's a no entry sign, and then this tells you what can't go in there. So like no motorcycles or cars. I'm gonna assume that's what that is because that's the only one that makes sense. So like motor vehicles prohibited.
Yeah, 45.
Interesting.
New York,
traffic has priority over vehicles from the opposite direction. That probably makes a lot of sense. Traffic from the opposite direction has priority. Ooh. And then give way to traffic on the major. Ooh. So red, that's like important, right? The other one was no entry. Okay.
Traffic off your...
This one I'm gonna say is probably B. I'm gonna stick to my guns on that one. Traffic from opposite direction has priority. This looks like it's a 2-lane thing, so like left lane can go left and right, and then right lane can only go right. Appropriate traffic lanes for a different menu. I'm gonna say it's A. This one is probably.
306. Are you able to fly level 400?
It says a T. So the answers are either T junction ahead, no through road. So I'm going to say no through road.
2306.
So like this is like, hey, you can't go any further than this. I'm going to say it's B. Stop works.
27 miles, type unknown, altitude indicates
Like a stop sign? So vehicular traffic should not proceed beyond the sign when displayed during works on or near road. Vehicular traffic should proceed slowly owing to workforce. I'm going to say it's that. So I'm going to say, well, it says stop though.
78 or go.
So I'm going to, maybe it's A. It's a dead end road, yeah. I'm going to say this one is probably A. No horse and buggies.
That's late run 419.
Horse-drawn vehicles prohibited. I'm going to say horse-drawn vehicles prohibited.
419 Cleveland, hello.
That means there's going to be boats on the road. It looks like a boat. I'm going to say it's a merge. Like there's merging traffic from the left. I'm going to say it's B. Traffic merges from the left. No tanks allowed on the road. Oh, tracked vehicles prohibited. Yeah, there we go. Or showing moving military vehicles likely to be, oh, maybe it's that. Because it's not a circle, it's a triangle. So maybe it's slow-moving military vehicles likely to be crossing the road. I'm going to say it's A. And then this looks like a speed limit sign. So end of 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, maximum limit 30, and then minimum speed. Ooh, I'm going to think it's either A or C. I'm going to think it's C, minimum speed limit. And then 16, no through road for vehicular traffic in the direction. I'm going to say it's that, because that was a dead end, so it's like dead end on this road right here. I'm going to say it's that. Black and red cars are not prohibited. So no overtaking. I'm going to say that's probably no overtaking. Because you would overtake on the right. The
Indianapolis offline radar service terminated.
Is that 621?
Good day.
No, that's not. Because like, you would pass on the right. The car on the right is red, so you're no overtaking.
I believe that's Washington Center for you, but they're offline.
That's a windsock. There's probably like a wind warning. Low flying aircraft, side winds likely. Yeah, I'm going to say side winds. No bicycles. And then we have copyright infringement. So what is this? Road congestion, charge zone reminder, crossroads ahead. I have no idea. Mike, you're going to have to educate me on that one. Oh, the answer's right here, so I should have wrote them down. I think I'd be okay in England.
Roger. United 2306, you can set and maintain level 390.
Just like the vehicle prohibited one, but I feel like I wouldn't encounter that a whole lot. I wouldn't be driving in areas where that would be a problem.
621.
You got some right?
0.78.
0.78, JetBlue 621. I do want to experience the M25 though. The UK's biggest parking lot.
Back.
You can, yeah, there's definitely differences.
64, sorry, I didn't really mean.
So it's like
you,
the same like it's the
line.
same instructions, but it's just different signs. Yeah, I would definitely study that before I come over there. I also heard that in England that you can't run a red light if there's like an emergency vehicle behind you. So like if there, I don't know how true that is, but like if you're at a red light, like in the United States, if you're at a red light and there's like an ambulance coming from behind you or like a fire truck or a police car that's trying to get through the intersection, you can go through that intersection if it's safe to do so to get out of its way. So like if I was at like a red light and there was a car to the left and a car to the right and there was a fire truck coming up and I needed to like move out of its way, I could go through that intersection if I needed to. The best example of that is like making like a left on red. So like I've done that once before where I had to get out of the way, so I just went through the intersection, made the left and kept going.
350, you will pass above.
But like in the UK, apparently you can't do that. You need to pull aside. Yeah, like in the US, like obviously pulling to the side is ideal, but there are times where you may not be able to pull to the side right away. So you just keep going straight. Because they're going to stop at the intersection anyway to clear it, so once you deem that it's safe to go across the intersection, you can go to get out of the way of the emergency vehicle.
JetBlue 621, New York 12532, bye-bye.
12532, JetBlue 621. But yeah, apparently like you cannot like blow through the red light in the UK to get out of the way. 12532.
3006, thank you, Air Channel 130.
Then you stay where you are. They are the one with the lights and sirens. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like in the U.S., if I stay where I am and I don't make an effort to move out of the way, I can get in trouble for not yielding to an emergency vehicle. Often I will see them use the opposite side of the road just to go around you. Yeah, they do that here too when they can.
Twilight 717, descend and maintain.
I could show you like an example of where I had to do it, or like the rough area of where I had to do it. New York Center, JetBlue 621, flight level 330.
JetBlue 621, New York Center, cross mark at maintain level 180, transition to 290 knots.
Cross mark at maintain flight level 180, and what was it? 290 on this speed for JetBlue 621. So transition to 290. Let me just set this here. So I was in Brooklyn. I'm never gonna find where I was, but like I was on a road kind of like this. So I was on a road kind of like this, and there was an ambulance coming from behind me. So it was like something exactly like this. So I was here at a stop sign waiting, and it was coming up behind me. Like I couldn't really pull to the left or to the right. The only option that I had was to proceed through the intersection to keep going, which is exactly what I did. So like I looked left and right. I think this may have been like 2 lanes on each side. It wasn't this exact road, but it was kind of like this. So ambulance was coming behind me. I couldn't really pull to the left or to the right. The only option I had was to go through the intersection. So I waited until no one was coming, went through the intersection, then the ambulance ended up making a turn. But that's well, like these 2 cars are not supposed to be parked here. You're not supposed to be parked within, I think it's like 10 feet of a crosswalk. So these 2 cars should not be here. I think this might actually be the 10-foot line, so you're supposed to be parked behind that line. But obviously, like, people are fucking stupid. But yeah, so I just went through the intersection and kept going, which, like, that is what you're expected to do. And if you don't do that, you can actually get cited for it. They'll be like, hey, you didn't move out of the way of that ambulance. It's like, well, like, there's nowhere for me to go except straight through. You're a 911 responder, so I tell you people... What? So I tell you people are idiots on the road. Yeah. Landed. Oh, boy, how'd it go?
1987 is the Monarch 674.
Oh shit, we're coming up on the top of the set.
Cross Benny at maintain level 220.
Cross and maintain Benny at 220.
Beaver at 7 Tango Golf, Washington Center is closed. Radar service terminate. We can change route.
I will say that we clear the intersection unless I'm first due to a structure fire. Yeah. Oh, I saw a video on TikTok, and I still get notifications every once in a while for people liking it. It was a fire truck. I don't know where it was. It was somewhere in the United States, and they were going to a structure fire. And over the radio, you hear the dispatcher say that there's like 2 miners that are trapped in the building. Whoever was working that Q siren just laid on it and just held his foot to the friggin' floor, probably out of stress. And like that fire truck was already going pretty fast to begin with. I'm sitting there and I put a comment on there. I was like, they're about to find out exactly how fast that fire truck can go.
1010 down.
Build it at and maintain 10.
Then I blast through and ain't nobody on my truck water supply. That, yeah, right. The only thing that like you run the risk of by not clearing the intersection is blasting through somebody that doesn't hear you coming. And it sounds like, how do you not hear a fire truck coming? There'll be times where I'm sitting at like an intersection and I'll hear a siren and I have no idea what direction it's coming from, and I look all 4 ways and I don't see anything. I'm like, where the fuck is this thing coming from? I can neither confirm nor deny that ours does 85. I have a friend that's an EMT. I'm not going to say what department he works for, but he has an access port on his rig, and he can do about 90 miles an hour in it if he wanted to. And he has shown me a picture of his rig doing 90 miles an hour. Ours does not do 85. We are limited to limited to 85. Yeah. Well, it depends on like I guess like different departments are gonna have different restrictors. Like I'm sure you don't need to do like 85 miles an hour if you're working like New York City or Chicago or something like that, because you're not gonna be able to go that fast. But yeah, no, my buddy, he's an EMT and he has an access port on his bus. I drove an ambulance with a supercharger on it, 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. It should have been illegal. Don't all ambulances have superchargers? Because they're all like the Super Duty bodies, right? Well, I guess that would be turbocharged, not supercharged.
Center, Delta 26.
But yeah, no, he has an access port on his.
Delta 2634 cross Biley at and maintain 3000 Alpine altitude 3006.
Biley at 3000 3006 for Delta 26.
United 45 cross Racky at maintain 3000 Alpine altitude 3006.
Rocky 13000.
Let's get the ATIS for LaGuardia one more time. So I'll just get it through the client. So we still have information. Yankee 310 at 5 is the winds. Visibility is 10. View clouds at 8,000. Scattered at 20,000. Broken at 25,000. Temperature's 19. Dew point is 5. Altimeter is 3002. Park visual 3-1 approach in use. Landing 3-1 departing 4. NOTAMs report twin white tanks, airport or preceding aircraft in sight, and advise you of information Yankee. So let's get the perf page set up here. So altimeter is 3002. Temperature is going to be 19.
1627 New York Center, Roger.
And winds are going to be 310 at 5. And then for the approach minimums, for the park visual, they're not really going to have any like minimums. But what I'll do is I'll throw the RNAV minimums in there. So RNAV minimums are 1160.
Over to New approach 127.3,
Oh, it's only LNAV. Okay.
United 1627 cross.
So just to recap here, so we're inbound to Mark. We have to cross Mark at flight level 180. That's what we were told. We can expect 13,000 at Biley and then 10,000 at Beauty, following this path all the way in, all the way out to Proud. And then from there, the park visual 3-1. It's a pretty straightforward approach. So New York approach is 120.8. Is that the frequency that is up? So that is, so we'll be on 120.8, then tower is 18.7, ground is 21.7.
New York Center.
Ceiling and visibility requirements, 3,000 foot ceiling, 5 miles visibility, which we have. Airport elevation is 21 feet. No missed approach procedure. Recommended altitudes are for noise abatement, VDA, yes, so that's fine. So we're going to start the approach here at Pachu, then we're going to fly to Shea. Pachu, we want to be at 3,000. Shea, we want to be at or above 2,500, at or below 180 knots. Then we're going to fly to Gacker, below 165 knots. Then we're going to fly to Darrell. Then right here we have the Flushing Meadows Corona Park, so that's where we're going to make that turn. Then we're going to fly to Keith, then to, what's that, Dock Track? And then where's okay, so the twin white tanks are right here. So once we get to Shea, we should be able to see the twin white tanks. And then, yeah, just following this path here, we're going to intercept the localizer, it looks like. So we'll make sure we have the localizer plugged into the nav. And then that'll bring us into runway 31. So pretty straightforward approach here. So visual references here, we're going to have the Verrazano Bridge. Going into Pachu, and then we'll have the 7 high-rises over here on the left-hand side once we're at Shea. At Shea, we should be able to see the twin white tanks off to the left. And then once we get basically abeam the twin white tanks at Gaykar, that's when we're going to make this turn out over here to Darrell, out towards this lake. Then to Keith, and then the Dock Track, and then again, that's when we turn inbound and fly to runway 31. We'll do our best to do the actual visual track and not rely on the RNAV, but we'll have the RNAV in there just in case. We had one the other night with reports of 2-inch trapped, which turned out to be correct in a couple zones over from me the other week. I was blasting up A1A in the Ormond Daytona Beach area at 70. Oh my god. All right, so let me get the approach controller's frequency in here. 120.8.
Mark and maintain level 180, and the transition maintain 290 knots.
I already read that one. Ambulance with the supercharger on it.
Flight level 180, stuff for United 2306. Jablo 621 cross Biley and maintain 13,000 Alpine altimeter 3006.
across Piley at 13,000, JetBlue 621. We may have to help the plane out a little bit because I think we're going to be a little high. So let's do like, I don't know, 3,000 feet a minute. And then he said 3006 on the altimeter. So let's bring this up to 3,000. He wants 290 in the transition. We may have to ride the speed brake a little bit here, so I'll pull the speed brake out. So this is saying we're actually going to get to 3,000 before we get to Biley, so we can bring this up a little bit. Let's do... Oh, we can actually do like 2,000 feet a minute. So we should be okay with the speed brake.
Delta 2634 cross Beauty, to maintain 10.
Yeah, there's only one approach controller, there's one center controller, yeah, so then tower's going to be 18.7, ground's 21.9. I really wish we could use the second radio.
United 485, contact Newark approach.
I just hit the autopilot button. Whoops. Was going to cross the fix at 13, but I was... Listen, I don't want to be quoting Afro Man or parodying it. He sued a police department and won. I'm not messing with Afro Man.
Endeavor 4923, cross Bucky at and maintain level 190-250 knots.
Those songs he made about it were hilarious.
Cross Bucky at flight level 190 and maintain 230 knots for Endeavor 4923.
Endeavor 4923, did you get Bucky flight level 190 on 250 knots?
Affirm, that was cross Bucky at flight level 190-250 knots for Endeavor 4923.
Right.
This is going to get chaotic. I'm excited. I'm excited for what's about to come.
New York Center, Northwest 518, flight level 330.
Northwest 518, New York Center, cross mark that and maintain flight level 180.
Cross mark 180, Northwest 518.
Have you flown over...
34, contact New York approach 127.3.
Have you ever flown on the IL-70? No, I have not flown on the IL-76. I have not flown to Russia.
JetBlue 621, cross Beauty, to maintain 10,000.
Cross Beauty at 10,000, United. JetBlue 621. Why do I keep saying United?
New York, low dollar 2153, wait, you heading 245, up the fact that United, Kelly.
Delta 2153, New York Center, radar contact, good direction.
Whoa, why are we descending so fast? No, we don't need to descend this fast. Yeah, let's do like 700 feet a minute, it's fine. Jesus. I think it's because I flew as United the other night. I think that's why. We flew out of Denver as United. And the United's just easier to say. Like, out of all the call signs that I run with, United is the easiest one for me. Like, United 621, it just runs off the tongue so easily. What do you fly? Our single engines. 172s, Cherokees, 182s, 206s. It's like the stuff that I have flown. Yeah, I got my PPL on the Cherokee, and then when I went on the flight team, I was flying the 172. Then when I flew with Cap, I got my high performance in the 182, and then I was flying the 206 I think I flew the 206 twice.
JetBlue 621, contact New York approach 127.3.
127.3, JetBlue 621. 127.
York Center, United 1021, flexible 330.
Yeah, I didn't really like flying the 206. It was very sluggish. Near approach, JetBlue 621, 11,500, crossing Beauty at 10,000. Ripping pepperonis. Near approach, JetBlue 621, 11,200, descending 10, 10,000 over Beauty. Passed the oral part of my instrument check ride today. Nice.
621 near approach. I'm sorry, you checking?
Yeah, checking in. We're just descending through 11,000, crossing Beauty at 10,000.
621, thanks. Sorry about that. I was taking a bio break. Yankees count, expect the park visual 3-1.
Expect park visual 3-1, JetBlue 621. Had to discontinue due to building weather and convective activity forecast in the afternoon. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's Florida. But yeah, congrats on the oral. But yeah, if I was gonna go fly today, like if I was like, oh yeah, I could pick any plane that I want to fly that I've flown in the past, it'd be the 182. I like flying the 182. But I do wanna try flying a Bonanza. But I don't have a. I mean, I probably could just go out and get a complex endorsement, right? But I want to go back and finish my instrument training. I know I've said that before, but. Once I get this one credit card paid off, which it's going to be paid off in the next like month or so here, I'll start calling flight schools, be like, hey, how much is it going to be? This is like what I have so far, because I have all the cross country time. So yeah, I love the 182. The 182 was so much fun.
2634. Did I just send you? I'm pretty sure I gave you. Still have 10,000.
But I would like to get get a complex endorsement. That probably wouldn't take very long for me to get if I did it in something like an Arrow or a Bonanza.
I'm pretty sure the Melton gives you 10,000.
Fun fact: my Twitch username is 65 Yankee all the way, with 65 Yankee meaning the call sign for the. Oh, okay. There was a King Air that I used to see all the time. It was actually based with us. It was 6165 Yankee. It was a King Air 350. Yeah, 6165 Yankee.
Number 5357, New York departure, radar contact, flighting 060, maintain 10,000.
We had a bird dog base with us too. That was pretty cool to see. It had like the original like U.S. Army colors, and it did all the glider stuff. Like it was the tow plane for the gliders. And then we had Van Wagner based with us. They did all the banner towing, which was really fun to watch.
Almost 125.
I didn't get to go out to like the side of the runway to actually see them pick up the banners. But you know, we would see them from the FBO, and they would just kind of like come down, they would catch the banner, and then they would go almost vertical. I was like, man, that looks like so much fun. It was actually one of the guys that worked with us. He was one of the ramp rats. He flew for Van Wagner. He did it like part-time. I got a Beechcraft C90 with 964 Golf Bravo was a call sign. I think it's a fun one to roll off the line. Actually, Dementia, I don't know if he's still in the chat. He flew a King Air 90 the other day. I love King Airs. I love them because like I didn't like fueling them, but anytime they came into the ramp, they always like would taxi into the beta range, and like just hearing that sound, I was like, ah man, that sounds so cool. The King Airs are awesome though. The ones that I used to see all the time were the 200s. I just feel like everybody had 200s, but like 65 Yankee was a 350. Seen a couple of 90s, but mostly it was 200s and a couple of 100s. gonna buy a twin piston when I can, and I'll come pick you up so you can get SIC time in it if you want. When I can't log SIC time in a twin piston. But no, the thing about it's like, yeah, I'll get my instrument rating, and then and maybe I'll just to get the complex endorsement, just to get it. There's a high performance endorsement I got. I think after like the 3rd flight, the instructor signed me off on my high performance. I think it was like the 3rd flight. I think I had like 10 hours when I got the high performance endorsement, like 10 hours in the plane, or something like that. I forget. Yeah, it was definitely a learning experience. Because obviously the way you fly that thing, it's kind of like the 172, but it's like, you know, the approach and landing is kind of like what threw me off because of the way that you set the power and you know, learning the constant speed prop, which didn't really take very long.
New York departure, radar contact on maintain 15,000.
But yeah, the only thing I wish they had was the 170.
Maintain 9,000.
9,000, JetBlue 621. The only thing I wish is that they had the RGs, which I understand why they don't, but I could have gotten a complex endorsement from it when I was paying almost nothing to fly a 182. Because I think it was like $55 an hour dry, and then I would go, I would get fuel at the FBO that I worked at, and I would just get it at like the price we bought it for is the price that I paid for it at the FBO, which was cool. So like at the FBO, bought avgas for like $3.80 a gallon. I paid $3.86 a gallon. Yeah, it was cool. My manager was pretty based like that. I remember I went to him, I was like, hey, listen, like, I'm going to start flying with Cap. I was like, you know, I got to pay for the fuel myself. You know, is there like an employee discount on fuel I can get or something like that? I was like, you know, just trying to save as much money as I can. And he's like, dude, he's like, well, I pay for it, you pay for it. I was like, sick. What's up, Aleskis? You can log SIC time if I'm under the foggles as PIC. That is fair. But I'm not instrument rated, though. Can I still log SIC if you're under the hood?
Bell 2634, so I maintain 7,000.
I can, okay.
Approach 120.8 to morning.
As long as we're in VMC, fair enough.
Approach American 327 back with you. We're heading 270, 3000.
American 327, turn left heading to 110.
210, American 327.
American 327, contact.
You'd be a safety pilot in that case because you're yeah. Yeah, I didn't know like what the rule on that was.
7,000, can we have the frequency again, Delta 2634?
120.8.
0.8 for Delta 2634.
Triple 621, center maintain 7,000, contact New York, approach 120.8, have a good morning.
7,000, 120.8, JetBlue 621, so long. Let me get the music turned off here. Did I turn the landing lights on? No, I did not. I'm below 10,000, my lights aren't on.
Auto 15, turn left heading 250.
250.
34, New York.
Approach Delta 2634, descending to 7,000. We are Yankee.
Delta 2634, New York approach. Thanks, Yankee.
New York approach, JetBlue 621, 8,500, descending 7,000 with Yankee.
JetBlue 621, New York approach, reduce speed to 210.
Speed 210, JetBlue 621. Okay, so we're gonna do 1187 in the radio.
I think 327, climb and maintain 4,000.
Honestly, I would much rather fly with someone I know like that instead of having to do PIC or sim time to maintain. Yeah.
Delta 2634 to
I used to love flying with. Anytime I went flying, I would ask somebody if they wanted to go. Like I took my brother up once. There was a couple of friends in college that I took up on flights. I was like, I would much rather like fly with somebody else because it's just fun rather than me like flying by myself. I remember I was flying from our school to where was I going? I was going to like Westerly or something. I just felt like it. I'm just gonna rent a plane, and I asked one of my friends like, "Yo, you want to come with me?" And he was like, am I allowed to? I was like, yeah, get in the plane, let's go. I just had to tell the school that I was taking him with me, which they didn't care. So it was cool. He got to work the radio a little bit. I let him fly the plane for a little bit. It was fun. It was really fun. It was at night, too. That was a lot of fun. I think he's an air traffic controller in Chile now.
American 327, turn left heading 130, descend and maintain 3000.
Left 130, then 3000, American 327.
All right, I can see the Verrazano. That's it right there. That's the Verrazano Bridge. I'll be under the foggles. We'll go for $100 hand. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You know what we could do? We could fly to like Wilmington. That would be fun. Fly down to like Wilmington or like Myrtle Beach or something. Is it a twin engine? We'll get down there in no time.
American 327, reduce speed to 180.
Especially if we're flying IFR. I'm somewhere under you doing a VFR route. Nice.
Up 2634, field 12 o'clock, 13 miles.
2634, we have to go.
Up 2634, clear park visual 31.
Park visual, tree 1, turtle.
This is an interesting thing. It's, oh, because it's going from Proud out to Pachu, I guess. Apple, Proud.
American 327, turn left heading 020.
Yeah, that's why.
Left 020, American 327.
I hope they descend us here pretty soon. We have to be at Pachu at 3. Well, Pachu's all the way out here.
JetBlue 621, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, JetBlue 621. Bring this in here just to make sure that it doesn't do anything
American
weird.
327, fields at 1 o'clock, 13 miles.
So from Apple, I guess I could just go right to Varese.
American 327, clear park visual 3 on approach.
Clear the park visual 3 on approach, American 327, thanks.
Alright, I'll go flaps 1.
American at 728 to 3000.
We'll get brakes set to medium, and then we'll do
New York,
arm the spoilers.
4000, expect the park visual 31.
4000 is second floor.
Thank you for the hydrate. So let's go direct Varese. Well, maybe I should wait till I get to Proud first. We're pretty much flying to it once we go. Oh no, Varese is behind me, so I want to go. I want to go Pachu. Yeah, so let's go Pachu.
Delta 2634 contact.
We got enough fuel, do some laps around Manhattan before touchdown. We do, but we don't really have like the ability.
For Nova 2634, yeah.
Because we are.
327,
oh, I gotta.
118.7.
Hang on, I gotta get down here. So let's do like 2,000 feet a minute. I just want to get to 3,000 before Pachu. I'll pull the speed brake out. Although the flap setting should keep me. But yeah, it looks like the speed's increasing a little bit. We'll just pull this out to the flight detent. Because after Pachu, I do have to start slowing down.
JetBlue 621, airspeed.
210, JetBlue 621.
JetBlue 621, reduce speed to 180.
180, JetBlue 621. Right. Oh, I forgot to do the landing rate prediction.
You got traffic, 12 o'clock, 4 miles, ahead of you on the approach. You have mistake.
But I don't have enough time to do it. I'm sorry, I forgot about it. Let's do approach mode. Actually, I'll keep the speed brake out so I can... yeah, sorry about that. I completely forgot. I got so caught up with making sure I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. Ooh, it's dark under here. All right. Flaps 2. Yeah, we're scud running right now. Kind of.
Air Canada 728, turn left heading 130 to
Let me see if I can get it up.
That's 130,
And it's on the Twitch side. So start.
JetBlue 621, field day, 12 o'clock, 9 miles, report in sight.
Field in sight, JetBlue 621.
JetBlue 621, clear park visual 3 on approach.
Clear park visual 3-1, JetBlue 621. All right, so we don't have to report the tanks because we have the, so the landing rate prediction is going to be open for 5 minutes.
JetBlue 621, you got traffic 3 miles ahead of you on the approach. Do you have them in sight?
Negative, but we're looking, JetBlue 621.
Roger.
So that's 7 high rise is going to be somewhere over here. And then the twin white tanks, that's probably those right there.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this?
Said someone ahead of us on the approach. I don't see anybody. All right, so.
Air Canada 728, turn left heading 040.
Oh, we gotta start down here.
Left heading 040, Canada 728.
JetBlue 621, contact LaGuardia Tower 118.7.
1187, JetBlue 621. LaGuardia Tower, JetBlue 621, park visual 3-1.
JetBlue 621, LaGuardia Tower, good morning, 2 miles control on 8319, traffic department prior to arrival, wind variable at 61831, clear line.
3-1, clear to land, looking for traffic, JetBlue 621. All right, let's get the gear down, and we'll go.
621, reduce the final approach speed.
Reduce final approach speed, JetBlue 621. All right, now we're going to turn towards that lake right there. Up. And then flaps 3.
And Delta 558, just get ready to roll on the pace here.
Really got to get down. Spoilers are armed. Oh, no, they're not. Thought they were, they're not. All right, flaps full.
Bell 2694, join Bravo, hold short of Golf, contact ground point 7, good morning.
Hold short of Golf, ground point, went to 7 for Delta.
I'll set this to like 4,000. And then over this lake, we're going to start that turn. Well, the flight director wants me to go now. Forgot the landing rate. You know that means, it's open, so I mean.
November 516 Golf, please just watch what you press, alright? It's Helming.
There's the runway right there. This flight director is all screwy. Oh, the approach mode disabled. Why?
Air Canada 720 near LaGuardia Tower.
Tower High Gunner Canada 728 by visual 3-1.
Canada 728, New York approach number 2 behind an A320 on a mile final. And variable at 61831, clear line.
1,000. Get around 3-1 Air Canada 728, number 2.
American 327, continue down around. Turn on the lane, please. There's traffic on about a mile final behind you.
Roger, we're taking Romeo.
Okay, 327, thanks. Hold short of Golf, contact ground point 7.
Positive rate,
Golf,
gear up.
ground point 7, thanks. Bye-bye.
JetBlue 621 going around.
JetBlue 621, roger, fly runway heading maintain 3000.
Runway heading 3000, JetBlue 621. Flaps up. Alright, climb power. Yeah, I was way too high on that one.
JetBlue 621, turn right heading 340, contact New York, departure 127.3.
127.3, right 340, JetBlue 621. Let me get the autopilot set here. So 127.3. Come on. Departure JetBlue 621 3000, heading 340 on the go around.
JetBlue 621, New York approach, radar contact. You want to try again on that approach?
Yeah, we'll try it again, JetBlue 621.
JetBlue 621, turn left heading 220, climb maintain 4000.
Left 220 up to 4000. Is there a speed that you want us at?
No higher than 220, please.
All right, at or below 220, JetBlue 621.
And yes, you can expect the park visual runway 31 again.
I expect park visual 31, JetBlue 621, thanks. So I'm gonna bring this up to like 210.
8000 Northwest 518.
Just so we're not hanging out at our clean speed. And then I think we have to put in the approach again. Oh no, it's still in there. So we're Roman Pachu. Yeah, so all we have to do is just go direct to Pachu again. Yeah, so the approach is in there. That's annoying. All right, so what I'll do is I will get the prediction answered here. And then we can restart it. So it'll be...
JetBlue 621, contact New York approach 120.8.
120.8, JetBlue 621. Departure JetBlue 621, 4000, heading 220.
JetBlue 621, New York approach.
You got it. Demetrio, thank you. God, I really fucked this up, didn't I? Hang on.
Yeah, 2306, field 12 o'clock, 13 miles.
Repeat for United 2306.
All right, we're going to try this again.
United 2306, the airport's at your 12 o'clock in 13 miles, advise inside.
Snap all the pics, yeah. Dunkin' Donuts playing in the Empire State Building.
United 2306.
United 2306, clear park visual, runway 31 approach.
Clear park visual approach, United 2306.
Can't really get like a good shot of it. And where's the Statue of Liberty? Right there. It's the most New York shit ever. I wish I had like a drone camera keybind like I did in 2020. I have to set up a keybind for it.
United 2306, contact LaGuardia Tower 118.7.
118.7 for United 2306. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Didn't we do a go around the last Elite Wings we did? Or that was the first Wings, I think. I think the first Wings I had to do a go around. We got our Manhattan lab. We did. We did because I suck.
Turn left heading 130 to center maintain 3000.
130 down to 3000, JetBlue 621.
New York approach Northwest 518, 7000, 210 now.
Northwest 518, New York approach, hello.
Good day, New York approach, Alaska 1627, 10,000.
There's the Verrazano. I've driven over that bridge more times than I care to admit. I hate that bridge.
Alaska 1627, contact New York approach on 127.3.
127.3 for...
And I'll get the tower back in here, 1187.
621, turn left 040.
Left 040, JetBlue 621.
Northwest 518, descend and maintain 3000.
3000, Northwest 518.
Alright, flaps 1.
JetBlue 621, field day, 11 o'clock in 11 miles.
11 o'clock, 11 miles. Got the field to sight, JetBlue 621.
JetBlue 621, cleared park visual 3-1 bridge.
Clear park visual 3-1, JetBlue 621. Alright, let's just go direct to Shea. Alright, let's try this again. We got vectored around pretty quick. I was not expecting that. And then what I'll do is I'll get this down to 1100.
JetBlue 621, contact LaGuardia Tower, 118.7.
187, JetBlue 621. LaGuardia Tower, JetBlue 621, park visual 3-1.
JetBlue 621, LaGuardia Tower, good morning. Welcome back. You are number 2 behind a 737 on a 2-mile final. Traffic departs prior to arrival. Runway 31, clear line.
31 clear line, looking for traffic, and we do have the field and the twin white tanks in sight.
Roger, thanks.
Alright, so it should start down to 2,500 feet here. If not, we'll make it go down.
From 33 Whiskey, flying 055, contact departure 127.
Alright, I'm just going to start it down.
055,
So let's go, flaps 2, gear down. It's not slowing down to 180 knots.
United 23
I think I know why. Yeah, that's why.
Go around.
Definitely clear line, United 2306, 23
Flaps 3.
Clear to land, unit site, 23,500.
And flaps full.
Air Canada 8459, LaGuardia Tower, good morning, runway 4, line of point.
Line up and wait, runway 4, Canada 8459.
United 2306, have to go around unstable approach.
United 2306, roger, fly runway heading maintain 3000.
Just doing a little bit of an aggressive nose down just to make sure I'm on the profile. Yeah, we're hand flying it in. Hand flew it the last time, too. What's the point of flying a visual approach if you're not going to hand fly it?
Air Canada 8450, and it'll be more than 90 seconds in position for a co-run.
And then I'll set this to 4,000.
100 above.
Or 3,000, so that's what we were at before.
Minimum 1,000.
Okay. Oh, we're looking much better now. It's called visual for a reason, exactly.
And at 2306, turn right heading 340, contact New York now 127.3, look at you back.
Turn right heading 340, repeat frequency.
Stall.
27.3, 127.
127.3, thanks, United 2306.
Yeah, that's the runway, I see it. I think I started that turn a little early. But it's fine. Much better.
500.
Oh my god! Alright, reversers, speed brakes deployed.
Canada 84
Yeah, that one was actually because I could not hear the jip whiz calls because you guys are assholes.
6184, cleared for takeoff.
Let's get off the friggin'. Yeah, that's gonna be a bonker. That's probably like 400 feet a minute.
Can you repeat the climb, please?
Speed brakes up, flaps up.
Okay, roger.
We'll get the landing lights off. Turn off lights off. Taxi light can come to, or nose light can come to taxi.
Trouble 621, continue Bravo, short of Golf, monitor ground point 7, and the 737 should give what he.
All right, Bravo, hold short of Golf, then over to ground 21-9 for JetBlue 621. I'll just take whatever gate's available.
He's at jet 40, 73, and 40, good morning on the 4 point.
Runway 411 wait, it's at 4783.
LaGuardia ground, good afternoon. JetBlue 621 on Bravo, short of Golf. Oh, it's 121.7.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
Jet 4783, runway 4, clear for takeoff and variable at 6.
He should be calling any second, and he'll be taxiing to his gate. JetBlue 604 LaGuardia ground. If you're up, taxi Golf after the gate.
Sorry, that was for JetBlue 621?
JetBlue 624 in the affirmative, Golf Alpha to the gate.
Golf Alpha to the gate, JetBlue 621.
Status 404, stay on Bravo.
On Bravo.
I pissed someone off. Fuck them. Alright, so this is Golf right here, and then Alpha is going to be this taxiway right here, and then we'll just take one of these gates. We'll get the music turned back on here. You like VATSIM spotting? Yeah. Strobes can also come off. Yeah, we'll just pull into this gate right here. And then nose light's gonna come off. Perfect. All right, so parking brake on, APU is available, bleed can come on. Auto throw, yeah, so we can turn that off. Engines look stable, both of those coming off. And then we will just wait till that gets below 40%. And then we're gonna come up here, beacon light's gonna come off. Seatbelt sign's gonna come off. We'll deboard everybody. And let's get disconnected from the network here. We'll free up that gate for somebody else. And we'll do the landing rate. All right. Are you guys ready? I'm not. In 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. 592. Jesus Christ. Good Lord. Where did I put it down? Did I at least put it down in a good spot? Why did I just do that? So let's see. We have... Where did I put it down? Just short of the aiming point. So it's legal. Yeah, it was just... I came in a little hot on the approach, and then I could not hear the Jip Whiz call-outs. Because you guys suck! Alright, but that's part of the fun, right? All right, so let's bring this back over here. So let's see who the winners tonight are gonna, or today are gonna be. So we have, let's get the prediction answered. So that's gonna be obviously greater than 300 feet per minute, which nobody guessed. You guys put too much faith into me. So the house wins on this one, unfortunately. That's lame. That's lame. Let me put this back over here. And yeah, we've got everything done there, all that's looking good. Yeah, so yeah, we're good there. All right, everybody, so that is where we are going to end today's stream. That was a lot of fun. That was a little bit more chaotic than I thought it was going to be. So let me just get a couple of things done here. So for those of you that may be joining us for the first time, what we normally do is VATSIM 101. And usually how it works is I take you through a flight in VATSIM, break things down nice and slowly, and answer any questions that you have along the way. Today we got into one of the first Wings events, which are the events that are geared more towards experienced pilots on the network flying into some of the most challenging airports that the world has to offer. So today flying, of course, from Chicago O'Hare out to New York's LaGuardia. So a lot of fun. I was not expecting the park visual approach, so that was actually kind of cool. I was really not expecting to land on runway 31. But what I'll do is I'll pull up what our normal stream schedule is. So normal stream schedule is Tuesday through Friday, which obviously starts a lot later than what we've done here today on Sunday. But Sunday's not a normal stream day for us. The Tuesday through Friday streams are the normal streaming days. We start at 2300 Zulu, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the VATSIM 101 streams, where we go through things nice and slowly, break it all down as it happens, kind of explain everything, how everything works on VATSIM. And then on Fridays, Friday night ops are a lot like today, which are really big chaotic events that VATSIM puts on for the community. And because of how crazy and chaotic those events tend to get, it's less of me explaining things as they're happening and more of me just showing you what these bigger events on VATSIM look like. And then for the Wednesday streams, we take a little bit of a step back from flight simulation and get into some other gaming that you guys want to see here on the channel. So when I post up the schedule for this week a little bit later on, that'll be later on today, I'll, of course, put up a vote in the Discord for what games you guys want to see me play, and then whichever one is in the lead by Tuesday night will be the one that we play on Wednesday. So obviously the schedule that you just saw up on the screen, that was for this past week. The schedule for this week, I'll get posted up in the Discord in about another hour or so. So for those of you over on Twitch, I did post the Discord and the socials link in the chat. For you guys over on YouTube, let me copy this Discord link right here. I will get that thrown over the I can't, why is this being such a pain in the ass? Oh, come on. I fucking hate OBS, dude. All right, let me get this link copied and pasted in the YouTube chat so you guys can see it as well. Oh, I can't post it in the YouTube chat? I can do it over, I could just pull up the YouTube studio, though. I hate this multi-streaming thing, man. They make it so complicated. Hang on, let me pull up the stream over here, and then I'll get it posted in here. Are you... there we go. So that is going to be the Discord link for you guys over on YouTube. So the Discord is an 18+ server, so just keep in mind in order to join it, you will need to be 18+. And then the socials link that I posted over on the Twitch chat, that is where you can find me on some other platforms like YouTube and TikTok. So that way you can find me on some other platforms. On YouTube, I do have a series, the VATSIM 101 series, with some helpful videos for you guys to get started, again, if you are somebody that is brand new. So feel free, if you are someone that's new to the network and you're not really sure where to start, those, those links will certainly be able to... why do I keep doing this? Those links will certainly be able to help you out. So let's see. For those of you over on Twitch, we're going to get you guys set up for a raid, and we'll see who we want to send you guys off to today. And before I send you guys off, as always, I do want to thank you all for coming out today, hanging out for as long as you have. Really appreciate all the love and the support that you guys continue to show for what it is that we do. Can't wait to do it all again with you Tuesday night for another VATSIM 101 stream. It's going to be a lot of fun. But let's see who we could send you guys off to here. Is there anybody else doing this event? No, it does not look like there are. Yeah, there's nobody doing the event. What are we gonna send you? I don't want to spend too much trying to... oh, we can send you guys over to Murph. Two-Tone Murphy. Yeah, let's do that. Just make sure he's not getting ready to, like, shut down or anything. I think he streams for, like, usually a long amount of time. Yeah, he's in... what is he flying? That DC-6? Yeah. All right, so we'll get the raid set up here on Mr. Two-Tone Murphy. Where is my YouTube... my, Twitch chat? Are you kidding me? Come on, bro. Like... there it is. All right, so... when we get into Two-Tone Murphy's chat, you guys know the drill. We are going to spam thy holy nuggy. Wow, this fucking chat thing, dude. What is going on? I hate Twitch, I swear to God. Because it pulls up like 18 different things when I just want to do one thing. All right, so when we get into Two-Tone Murphy's chat, we are going to spam the nuggy. So you guys know the drill. Spam the nuggie, spread the love and the positive vibes in his direction, and as always, make sure you tell him that Cross Hyperu has sent you. Conquest, hello, good to see you. Unfortunately, you caught us at the tail end of the stream here. We just landed in LaGuardia, and we're getting ready to shut down here. So again, for those of you over on Twitch, we are going to be raiding over into two-tone, and then for those of you on YouTube, we're just going to kind of like abruptly end the stream, sort of, because YouTube doesn't do like any raids or anything like that. But we are going to see you all on Tuesday night, everybody, 2300 Zulu, 7 p.m. Eastern, for another edition of VATSIM 101, breaking things down nice and slowly, answering your questions along the way, and as always, just having a really good time. We just flew as JetBlue. So, again, that's going to wrap things up for today. We will see you all on Tuesday. Thank you so much for coming out today. And until next time, everybody, this is Cross Hyperu, signing out. Hey, I didn't have a GPU driver crash, so that's always a win, huh?